rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock and Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie, and welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast, the premier Knicks in the Nighttime show. Happy holidays to everybody that celebrate. Happy holidays to everybody that celebrate. Let me get this light out of. Happy holidays to everybody that celebrate. Man, it's good to see y'all, man. Good to be with y'all. Dripmore is in the building. King Embit, what's happening? Cormega, what's good, man? I see you. I see you. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Let's go, Knicks family. Man, so it's been a long few days, man. It feels like I hadn't seen y'all in like what feels like forever, right? So hopefully we can rock tonight for a while, you know what I'm saying, and talk the way that we like to have Knicks talk to us. D Block is in the building. Almighty Finesse is in the building. What's good? Hey, the son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. What's good? What's good? Man, I'm thirsty, man. I was over rocking with Big Fan Breezy, bro. They would make me feel like I wasn't welcome for a second, bro. You know what I'm saying? For a second, man, I was like, yo, man, Nets fans are having a meltdown right now, bro. Yeah, man. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, so yeah, it feel like, man, I was over with Big Fan Breezy, bro. They having a meltdown over there, bro. And I know why. It's because I was in a chat trolling. You know what I'm saying? I was calling Mikal Bridges a high usage role player. Yo, Adam is in the building. Adam was good, man. Was good. Yeah, man. So I was, man, over there, just trolling a little bit. But on this Knicks front, man, I feel like, again, I'm in a different place. And Luke Skywalker Visions is in the building. Thank you. Oh, you giving me a phone too? Okay, sweet. I got a water and a phone. Look at that, bro. I must be special. So I feel like I'm in a different place, right? And I don't know what place that is or why I'm there. I just know that I'm there. So hopefully you guys can help me as we talk about these Knicks. So here's the thing. I feel as if the Knicks still need to add a piece, right? At the same time, I'm looking at the standings in the NBA right now. And through December 27th, there are 1, 2, 3, for 5. There are still 5 teams that have not won double-digit games. And what it's looking like is those teams are going to suck, period. Right? I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. So first of all, shout out to all the ladies in the place, all the Christmas presents. So I got the Scully for Christmas. That's fire. Got another Carhartt shirt for Christmas. So shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, with the Christmas gifts, man. Thank y'all so much for that. You know what I'm saying? Andios is in the building. Almighty Finesse, bro. We got to have the conversation, man. Where are we? I'm really impressed with the win against the Bucks on Christmas. I'm really impressed by that win. Right? And even though the Knicks play Oklahoma City tonight in OKC, I don't care. The Bucks win for me was sustenance. The win against the Bucks was sustenance. It's enough to kind of get me off the ledge, right? Y'all know how I feel about the Bucks and the Celtics, right? Those wins are important to me, right? We play OKC tonight. OKC is a very good team. I just want the Knicks to go out and be competitive. I don't care about the end result, right? To me, right? To me, as long as the Knicks look competitive, that's all I care about. That's it. Just be competitive from here on. And then against certain teams, your Bostons, your Milwaukees, you got to treat them as if it's a playoff game, in my mind. And I know you don't have to. Right? But in my mind, yeah, those games are important. So I still feel as if the Knicks need to add a piece, but I also still feel as if that win against the Bucks was a statement win for us. Right? And as I look at the standings, y'all bear with me because I'm going to take a look at the standings, right? Right behind us are Cleveland, Indiana, Brooklyn, Chicago, Atlanta, Toronto. And to be honest with you, I'm not really concerned about any of those teams, which puts me in a good place. Now, who I am concerned about, Miami, Philadelphia, right? I feel like since our schedule has been so hard, that it has to balance out the rest of the way. Am I the only one that thinks that way? That since our schedule has been so difficult, it has to balance out the rest of the way? D-Block says it's time to move on from RJ. He's too inconsistent in year 5. He will always be a below average player. DSJ is in the building. Salute. I feel like our schedule should ease up some. I don't know if I don't know what the remaining schedule difficulty. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll Google it. All right. Knicks remaining. Maybe if I spell remaining right. Strength of schedule. Okay. So the Knicks have the 13th most. The Knicks have the 13th hardest, toughest schedule. Right? Boston. Oh my God. Listen to this, y'all. The team with the easiest schedule the rest of the way, Boston, Chicago, Minnesota, Cleveland, Orlando, Houston, Miami, right? So the teams that I dread, Miami, Orlando, Cleveland, Chicago, Boston. Maybe not Chicago as much, but Boston, Cleveland, Orlando, Miami, they have a relatively easy schedule the rest of the way. The Bucks, however, have the 5th most difficult. Indiana has the 6th most difficult. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So the 13th, I thought we'd probably be in the 20s. We're at 13. Yo, Bully is in the building. What's good, Bully? Yep. Allah Wise is in the building. What's good? What's good? So I don't know. I just feel as if the Knicks are going to be in a pretty good place. I feel like the Knicks are in a pretty good place going forward, right? It's one of them things where if we just do what we normally do, then we should. Where is it? Let me see. How many games have the Knicks played? The Knicks have played 29 games, so we have 51 games left. Or 53 games left. So the Knicks have 53 games left. Okay. So if the Knicks just do what they normally do, out of those 53 games, I think the Knicks can probably win about 37 of those games. So that's 37. That's about 37 and 16 the rest of the way or something like that. Would y'all be okay with the Knicks winning 54 games? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I feel like it's a 50. So Almighty Finesse says 56 wins. Whatever the number is, okay. Whatever the number is, okay. 37 and 19. Yeah, that is 56. Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not confident at 56 wins, but we'll see. Right. And what I'd also like to do is kind of get away from the mid-range narratives. So one of the narratives I kind of want to get away from is that a trade is imminent. I don't know or feel as if a trade is imminent. Any kind of trade. I don't know if there is a trade that's imminent. Right? I don't know. I just don't. What I would like to do though, I spoke to this about I spoke about this with IKBM Dre. Right? I spoke with him about this maybe a few days ago. I was gonna do a video on it, but then the holidays came and then, the holidays snuck up on me and I kind of got distracted. I got distracted with meatloaf and pumpkin pie, whatever it is. With holiday foods. Alawa says, so now is not far-fetched, maybe unlikely, but still not far-fetched. Big 60. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it may be, right? But in order for us to win 60 games, we can only lose 10 games the rest of the way. So for the next December, January, February, March, April. So we have to average 2 losses per month the rest of the way. And on average, you'll probably play about 14 or 15 games. So every month the rest of the way, we have to go 13-2. Right? Basically. So on average, you're talking about 7-game win streak loss, 7-game win streak loss, 7-game win streak loss on average. On average. Right? So I feel good about where we are if Quickley and RJ show up on a nightly basis. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. How often does Quickley and RJ show up on the same night and consistently? Offensively. They just don't. They just don't. Quickley and RJ at this point are role players, and I think we should probably start to accept them as that, as role players. I think we should start. Oh man, this cheap dollar store thing. When I bought this thing, it was fire, but now it's getting old now. So and D Block says RJ is too inconsistent. That's been since day one. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it, man. I just, you know, I would love for us to be in a situation where they thrive in their roles offensively and defensively. My issue now and has been that we don't have a consistent third or fourth best player every night. That rotates, right? That rotates. It rotates, and our consistently second best player rotates too. Sometimes it's Randall, sometimes it's Brunson. You know, sometimes it's RJ. DSJ says, never thought I'd see the day when Kevin Durant is a franchise 1B type player. Phoenix is too good on paper to be this mid on the court. Yeah. It happens to us all, bro. It happens to us all, bro. Marshall L, what's good, man? What's good, Marshall? I see you, Marshall. What's good? He says RJ and Randall play in the same space. RJ forced to adjust. Yeah. Yeah. Salute to Marshall, man. Salute to Marshall. Shot Legacy in the building. Yeah, they do occupy the same space the other night. When Tibbs took Randall out of the game at 6 minutes, he left RJ out there, which was a shocker. Because usually Randall plays the entire first quarter now with Mitch out. Right? Randall plays the entire first quarter with Mitch out. And then RJ, you know what I'm saying, does whatever. But he took Randall out, which was okay. Because we won. Or maybe I'm getting the two games confused. Maybe I'm getting the two games confused, but whatever. Whatever. What I definitely like to see is a level of consistency going forward, right? Is this Can we get consistent effort for 48 minutes? Can we get a level of consistency going forward? I hope so. JJ is in the building. JJ King Ember. Okay. JJ, I was on the Big Fan Breezy channel, and Nets fans and Nets fans is like was wilding. Like, man, I hate the Knicks. Yeah, man. Relax, man. Why y'all hate the Knicks? We ain't did nothing to y'all. Y'all just not us. Y'all ain't gonna never be us. It don't matter what y'all accomplished. Y'all ain't gonna never be us. The Clippers ain't never gonna be the Lakers, bro. It don't matter how many championships they win, they'll never be the Lakers. Right? And it don't matter how many championships the Brooklyn Nets win, they'll never be us. Ever. And and I understand, depending on what side of this you're on, that may make you laugh or it may make you upset. But either way, either way, things are what they are. It's a pecking order. The Knicks are not the team of Manhattan. The Knicks are the New York team around the world. Period. D Block says, but when Randall and RJ is in the game, they look so clumsy. They both know that they are left-handed and they still don't have that figured out all these years. Is mind blowing. Yeah. I think they're figuring it out now. The thing is that RJ Barrett can't shoot. That's just what it is. RJ Barrett can't shoot. And I'm not making this a referendum on RJ Barrett being inefficient from the floor, but it's just the fact that Randall can finish, right, and be effective, right? But RJ can't. And for those that disagree with me about Randall, in December, Julius Randall is shooting 53%, right? That number is coming down. It was at 63%, and it's been coming down. And I think it's because of the opponent. It's because of the opponents and not because of Randall, right? Because before that, in the month of November, Julius Randle shot 43%. And in October, Julius Randle shot 29.5%. So the fact that he shot 53%, or I'm sorry, 55%. Randle shooting 55% in December. I'm sorry. But RJ Barrett just can't shoot, man. I'm sorry, and I don't want it to make it sound like I'm bashing RJ. I'm not. But the numbers speak for themselves. We need RJ and Quickley to be more consistent offensively. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm searching for RJ Barrett's game log. Y'all be patient with me. I'm not bashing RJ. I'm not bashing RJ, right? But RJ Barrett on the year is shooting 42.6% from the floor. In December, RJ Barrett is shooting 42.2% from the floor. In November, RJ Barrett shot 41.7% from the floor. In October, RJ shot 45.3% from the floor. So we got to get some level of consistency. JJ says RJ and Quickley are what's holding us back. That's probably the case. Offensively, right? Defensively, I think they're definitely helping. Defensively, and so I have a couple of takes I want to share with y'all. And Zansky Gaming is in the building prior to the start of the season. I said trade RJ if he starts hot 8 to 10 games from the jump. I don't know if I don't know if I want to. Here's the thing. If one of these guys steps up and is consistent offensively, whether it's DiVincenzo, RJ, Josh Hart, Emmanuel Quickley, even Hartenstein. So if one of those five steps up and is a consistent scorer, it lessens the load on Brunson and Randle on a nightly basis. Because the thing is, every night, Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson have to be perfect. If one or both of them start off slow, we're in a deficit. It's just what it is. So if we can figure out a way to get RJ more consistent, if we can figure out a way to get RJ more consistent, to get Quickley more consistent, then it lessens the load on Brunson and Randle. Still Knicks fan says, what's good, Knicks family? Salute to the chat. Salute to Uncle Freezie. Happy holidays, everybody. Everybody. So that's the first thing. The first point I want to get to is this. The first point I want to get to is this. I don't think this is a defensive team. I think this is a offensive team disguising as a defensive team that truly doesn't even want to play defense. That's what I think it is. I think it's a offensive team that wants to just put the ball in the basket. But in order to appease the head coach, we have to pretend as if we care about defense because the guy that's in charge loves defense. You feel me? I think we're an offensive team that's only haphazardly trying to play D because the guy calling the shots loves defense. Why not, right? In order to stay on the floor, players will be like, yeah, man, we value that defensive stop we got midway through the second quarter, man, changed the pace of the game. But really, we're celebrating Jalen Brunson scoring 50 points and going 9 for 9 from three. G Money in the building. It's a hoax. And I'm not complaining about it. Listen, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what I really think. Let me see. I'm just going to look at the last game the Knicks played, for example. The last game the Knicks played, December 25th. Okay. December 25th, the Knicks beat the Milwaukee Bucks 129 to 122. Two defensive teams ended up with a score of 129 to 122. Two defensive teams, right? That team, the Bucks have a guy that's always on all NBA defense. Well, they have two guys. You remember that store, two guys? Maybe I'm a little older. Maybe I'm too old. Okay. The Milwaukee Bucks have two players that are all the defense, all NBA defense worthy, and they gave up 129 to the Knicks. What does that tell you? Still Knicks fan says, let's hope the Bucks game helped RJ turn it around. However, if the Knicks trade my favorite player RJ to the Hawks for DeJounte Murray, I will be okay. Oh, you troublemaker. Oh my God, you troublemaker. You troublemaker, bro. Come on, bro. Mega says, I could have swore your favorite player were DeQuan Jeffries and RG Diacono. That's right. He was in here rocking number 51 jersey, and now I don't know. I don't judge. JJ says, we always think RJ taking a leap, but it never happens. And again, I'm not saying trade RJ or any of that stuff. What I will say, though, is if the Knicks had a consistent third best player every night, right? Yeah, I notice I'm trying to shy away from the third option thing, right? In terms of the third option thing, I know people say it because it's a buzz phrase. It's the easiest way to say stuff. But in our offense on a nightly basis, it's either Brunson or Randall, right? Brunson or Randall. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always two guys at one time. The Knicks don't run three guys at the same time, right? It's Brunson initiates, he probes, he creates for himself or one other person. Same thing with Randall. Randall a probe and he creates for one other person, right? You're not getting Randall in these complicated offensive sets where Randall has to choose between one or two other people, the second option or the third option. You're not getting Randall in those type of scenarios. We don't want Randall in those type of scenarios. Jose is in the building. Jose says, "Hey, is up too late. Up late today. Old timers still got energy. Good vibes. Bim for sure. For sure. I meant to jump on earlier, man, but I messed around and had some of the short ribs earlier, and them things was like got me like." I looked. I was like, "Oh snap! I missed my window." Yeah. Hotline Bling is in the building. Yeah, and so in terms of the offense, all we really need is either for Quickley or RJ to be consistent, right? If we get that, it solves our issue. If we get Quickley up to about 18 points a game, that's really 4 points, right? Or 3 points, I'm sorry. That's really 3 points for Quickley. If Quickley can get to about 18 points a game, right now he's averaging 14.9. That's about what his career is. Right? Right now, Quickley is at his career averages. Or last year's averages. I'm sorry, not career averages. Quickley is well, let me take that back. Quickley is at a career high from the floor, 44.8. He was at 44.8 last year also. Right? On less shots. He's taking less shots this year. He's shooting a career high 38% from three. And he's shooting 86.5% from the free throw line. Right? What I'd like to see is Quickley be more assertive offensively. Yeah. JJ is right. Quickley's minutes are down, but Quickley, for the most part, is playing right at about his career average. Last year, he played 28.9 minutes. That's the outlier. He had one season when he played about 29 minutes a game. What I'd like to see from Quickley is more consistency offensively. What I like to see from Quickley is go to that floater more. Right? I don't care what people are like, yo, he always go to the floater. So what? If he making it. He should pull up and shoot him. No. Do what works. Quickley, do what works. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what works. Constantly make adjustments. With RJ, I don't know. Y'all tell me what does RJ Barrett need to do in order to be better from the floor? Bully says, when Uncle Freezie was at my house, we had pasta salad and ginger ale. Bully, why you putting it out like that, bro? Bully telling all the neighborhood business. Bully telling all the neighborhood business. What I'm gonna say is this though. I like RJ Barrett's defense. I think it's invaluable at this point. I like the fact that he's shooting a great percentage from the free throw line. What I don't like, what I don't like is the hot and cold end game. Right? RJ will go 3 for 5, 4 for 5, 1 for 9, 2 for 3, 1 for 6, all in the same game. That's the killer. That's the killer for us. And my man Ron says, "Boys to men." Ron, Ron says RJ just needs to attack the rim and stop selling for jump shots. More importantly, he needs to go back to using the floater against shot blockers. I disagree with you. I think RJ needs to pull up, stop challenging shot blockers, and pull up and take what the defense give you. Instead of forcing your will against guys that are not only taller and more athletic than you, they also have a defensive mindset and a game plan that they know you're predictable. RJ Barrett is predictable. You know when RJ puts that head down, you know what's going to happen. Cowboy Bob is in the building. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. Shout out to the greatest borough that has ever existed, the Bronx, New York. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to Manhattan. Shout out to Queens, New York. And shout out to the forgotten borough, the stepsister or the stepchild of all the boroughs, Staten Island. Shout out to the Bronx. JJ says he challenges shot blockers with ugly, lazy attempts and forces it. Yeah, that's what it looks like on TV. Like if RJ is watching, bro, that's what it looks like on TV, man. You know what I'm saying? RJ will challenge Brooke Lopez at the rim with a lazy sidearm floater. Right? When all RJ has to do is get their bigs, bro, get them to change direction. Aaron says, "Okay, we agree. We saying the same thing. I'm asking for a floater. You want to pull up. Neither one of us wants challenge." Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want RJ challenging shot blockers, man. Even though him going to the free throw line is a thing, right? But I think RJ Barrett's free throw thing, I want to see. I'm going to look at RJ Barrett's free throw attempts to see if they're up, right? Because if his free throw numbers are up, then I'll take it. In December, RJ Barrett is shooting 85.7% from the free throw line. And in December, RJ Barrett hit 20 straight free throws at one point. RJ went to the free throw line 4.5 times a game in December. He went 4.8 times in November and 5.3 times in October. So on the year, RJ Barrett is going to the free throw line 4.7 times a game. right? So RJ is going to the free throw line, and I don't have a problem with it. It's strange, but I like it. It's strange, but I like it. And my thing is RJ Barrett's scoring average is down, even though he's shooting a better free throw percentage. So that tells me off the rip that his field goal percentage is terrible. Yeah. RJ Barrett 2 games ago went 5 of 17 against Milwaukee. He went 3 of 10 against the Lakers. RJ Barrett was 3 of 16 against the Utah Jazz. RJ Barrett was 4 of 13 against Minnesota, 5 of 15 against Charlotte. RJ Barrett went 8 for 20 against the Celtics in the first game of the season. Yeah, we got to do better. Marshall L says, "Stop sleeping on the kid." Yeah, no, we're not. No, it's not criticism, man. It's not criticism when you're talking about things that actually happened. I'm just talking about things that actually happened. Let's see. Let's see. Ho ho ho! Green Giant. What's good, bro?
Hey guys, happy holidays, man. I'm all right. How you doing?
Man, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah. See, it's funny how I kept saying earlier, like 7 or 8 games ago, how RJ's getting a pass because of his free throw attempts. Take that and use it to his advantage. Make him go to the line. Because that's like, let's say if we get him in, let's say about to the line 8 times, maybe 6 times a game. That's about 4 fouls on the other team, and they're gonna have to start switching out, especially if he's driving to the rack and drawing those fouls on bigs and power forwards. That allows Randall to now take advantage on the second team guy. Because if RD gets 2 quick fouls on a power forward or a center, they got to take him out that quarter. Now it helps out the team. So that's what I mean by Swiss Army knife. You can contribute. You don't have to contribute in scoring. You can contribute that way as well.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Marshall says that RJ is not a point guard. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And I wanted to ask you something because I heard you said earlier, you said that his field goal percentage is bad. But if that's true, then his I don't understand how, because if you have a good free throw, basically a good free throw percentage at the line, that means you're a pretty good shooter.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking because it's like, I mean, if RJ's taking wide open shots and they're uncontested and he's missing, cool. Or if he's like getting some contested, but if majority of his shot is contested with one or at least two people because he's driving so much and he's missing, then we can't really say that that's really his. I mean, his shot selection, yes, that's his fault. But what I'm saying is as more difficulty of shot, better yet, we're not going to expect a player like him to actually make it. So for me, it's like if he's taking a tougher shot, trying to be that guy, even though he's missing, and we're like, "Oh, RJ, what are you doing?" He's trying to, become something that is very difficult to do because very few people could do that. Like if you look at Giannis, can't stop Giannis unless Giannis is, he messes up. Because even last game, he played well. If he gets to the rack and two, three guys are on him, he can still dunk it. He can still get the shot off. I guess RJ's trying to become that guy to help out the defense, and right now it ain't working. So get to the line.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, I just like I said, I like RJ, but it's just to me right now, our team we have no superstars. We only have one All Star, and all these guys got enough talents to be All Stars. But the league right now is so heavy that the only way we can work is if we work as a team and prove everybody wrong. Think about it. Our system is outdated. We've been saying that for years. But if you really look at it, not everyone in the league can at least do our system. Nobody can mimic our system. Nobody has a power forward that plays old school power forward. Randall's one of the last ones. Post up spins. None of them have a point guard that could just slash and dash whenever he wants to drop anywhere from 30 to 50 on you at any given night. So
Okay.
yeah.
So are you asking about correlation and causation or correlation and regression?
I'm sorry. I don't understand. I mean I know what you said, but it's like I'm kind of confused. Can you please explain?
Right. So so are you talking about one thing that relates directly to a certain um impact or action,
Hmm.
or are you relating a certain thing to the fact that another thing is negatively impacted?
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Actually, both. Hold on, excuse me. The negative is for RJ is the fact that even though his field goal percentage is down, him getting to the line can be positive. So it's actually taking our negatives and bringing them into our strengths. Again,
So
in a
is
way,
so to you it's correlation and regression.
yes,
Then where the thing that everybody should do is leading to RJ Barrett being negatively impacted, but making up for it in a different way. The free
yes,
throw. So if you can't make field goals, you make free throws.
yes.
Okay.
Because you still getting at least 1 or 2 points. You still getting those guys rotations out earlier. You guys can affect them and do runs. And then when the second team is on RJ, you're already playing against a guy who's with you on the court much longer than normal. So he's already tired. So now you could abuse him when the second team step up to where you can work on those better free field goal shots.
Okay. Okay. So I think Marshall says something different. Marshall says RJ can shoot. Too much strength on his shots. Soon his shot will develop like Randall. Hmm. I think that might be that may be the case in the future. But we're talking about the right now, though. When you're talking about the right now, because we can speculate in one direction or another. But if you're talking about his season stats this year, then nah, you know,
Yeah. And I also, if that's the case, then you say too much strength on the shot. You know there is a backboard, right? And Tim Duncan was known for that. Like
yeah,
if RJ got a tough shot like that, don't change the shot. Same way that they did with Halliburton, same way they did with DeRozan. Don't change the shot. Just teach him, hey, glass. Show him the different angles off the glass. Now that shot is even prettier because if he's going up, he has more spacing to go off of the glass rather than going straight for the shot because it's contested with the defender's hands. So if he can learn how to spin, alter his shot, and go off glass, it's a prettier shot and it's more effective.
yeah,
But I guess people forget that because I'm like I said, I've never been in the league, but when you're playing and you're going and you just feel it sometimes, you're like, hey, I got this. And you just go and you're like, ooh, that was a bad idea. These guys are playing a whole 4 quarters, they gotta make up for it right then and there. It's not like pickup basketball.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say, to be honest with you, I don't care how he fixes it. Just fix it, right?
Oh,
I don't care. Like it just, I don't care how, because I want RJ to fix it, and in my belief, I think RJ wants to fix it. right? I think RJ wants to be better too, also. But
Yeah.
so none of us are satisfied with the outcome,
Yeah.
you know. And what I'm saying though about the Knicks, in order for the Knicks to be um better going forward, what I'm gonna say is that, you know,
Yeah. I gotta say this though.
somebody has to step up.
Yeah. But we got if we keep winning when RJ, like everyone's saying, oh, when he fixes his shot, it's gonna click. What we need to do is keep winning when it's not working, because when it's on, it's gonna be amazing. That's what I mean by with the Swiss Army knife. And the only constant we have is Randall. Because Brunson, I don't know what he's been doing these last few games. I've been like, yo, this dude, we got to steal. Like a
Right.
serious steal. Like, that's a serious guard right there. Like, if you look anywhere else, he would be getting paid like, watch, he's gonna get paid after this year. He needs to at least be an all-star, because I even heard that he was putting up similar numbers up until last night that Steph Curry was his MVP year.
Yeah.
One of the announcers said that. I was like, what? And I was looking it up. I didn't even finish, but I'm gonna keep looking it up to see if that's true. If
Yeah,
that's the
he's talking about his
case,
3-point percentage. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, if that's the case, then he needs to be at least an all-star. He needs to at least be an all-star. But the problem is, it's the East.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be worse than the West too, because you got too many people. But like, you got Luca, you got SGA, you got De'Aaron Fox, you got like, yeah. And they might not even let what's his name from the Timberwolves, Ant Man, even make it this year. He might not even make it. So
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what the
yeah,
next month and a half brings.
yeah.
So the next month and a half, the next 20 games are gonna be crucial.
Oof, I know. Like OKC, oof, them boys. It's crazy how last year everybody was talking about SGA as a shooting guard, and then now you see him as a point guard, and he's averaging like almost 6 to 7 assists. And
Yeah,
it's like,
him and RJ are about the same size.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like, but how you have a guy like that running point and running shooting guard? Like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And then you do have Giddy that helps out, but then at the same time, it's like even Giddy, like last year, Giddy was the point guard and he was getting hell of assists. Now it's
Yeah.
just like you're looking at SGA and saying, wow, you've had this all along, because he's playing the same way.
Right.
But it's going to be hard to stop him. And then Dort, I don't want to see Dort and Hart battle. No, I don't want to see that. I don't. That's what I don't want to see.
Right.
And I like Hart, but I don't want to see that. Put him on Jay Williams. I want to see how he does with a rookie. I want to see if I want to test his real abilities. You know, that's just me though.
Right.
But it's
Okay.
gonna be a beautiful game against OKC in the next 20 games. I I prefer us to be 13-7, but it's how they play. It's how they play.
Right. 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 I I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I
It's
like it.
it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking at SGA's numbers right now.
You know
Uh,
Dre gonna pop on. Like, you know, the second you start, not even 30 seconds in. He's like, you saw my boy.
nah,
Yeah, he gonna have his midnight Barry White voice on.
nah,
And
man,
the
Dre.
SGA's corner. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
his boy, man. I ain't gonna front though. He got skills. That dude, SGA, got skills.
Yeah, I think we're gonna beat them, bro. I know that's the kiss of death.
It's Chet though. Chet is the only one that I'm like, "Ee." But you know what though? We do got iHeart, who Hartenstein does got size on him. But Chet's quickness and ability to shoot the three, and I know Hartenstein got good footwork, but I don't think it's good enough to keep up with Chet if he keeps driving and pulling them out for threes. We're gonna have to depend on Randall a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't think Giddy's gonna stop. I don't think Giddy's gonna stop Brunson. Brunson's gonna be step back in from the right three. You're gonna see him cutting to the basket, spinning. Like, Brunson's gonna try to like make Giddy look small.
Okay. Right. Right. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Um. I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel as if Brunson is an unstoppable force. You can't stop him. Yo, did Bully just say Oklahoma City is his team?
Oh
Come
wow.
on, man. Yo, Bully bugging. Bully trolling.
Mm-mm.
Bully talking about OKC is his team.
Mm-mm.
Bully
Don't
trolling.
get me wrong.
I
I
knew
watched.
something was up with that Brooklyn Nets logo. I knew something was up, man.
It's a setup. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Run.
But to be honest with you, the next, I think we played Boston 2 more times. I looked at the schedule yeah, because we played Brooklyn, sorry, 3 times. I
Right.
think that we can have a really good winning record off of that, like a good 14. I think it's like till January, the end of January. I think we can have a good run right before. I think it's 21 games. Yeah, the next 21 games. I had us at 14-7. Yeah, like around
Hey,
14,
did
13,
Bully
and
say
7.
the Knicks are his second team?
No. He was.
He's saying that the Knicks is second team. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's late. It's late. We
I
don't
was
know.
trying to flip it. I was trying to save you, bro. But not
Yeah,
OKC got young talent, and their coach is
yeah.
pretty good. They
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 fun
got
to
good
watch.
coaches. Yeah, they're high and exciting, and it's like watching the Clippers when they had Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson
And Keon Doolin.
and Keon doing. Yeah,
Yeah, and Michael Oliver Candy.
All of Candy. Yup, I used to love those guys. That's who they are to me. But man, Bully team is man. Come whoa.
on, bro. Yo, somebody hack Bully account, bro. Somebody hacking that man account, man.
This is either that or you were Winston Churchill and we didn't even know. Like you
Yeah,
just
somebody hacking that man account.
I think so,
Somebody.
man. I think
Yeah.
so. I think like somebody playing with us, man. That can't be Bully.
No, that ain't Bully. Somebody hacking that man account, man.
He gonna jump on and be like, nah, that's not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nah, man, I love it, man. Tonight's game with OKC, I think is really gonna be good. And our schedule is pretty well set too for a good challenge. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like all these issues we're having early, if Tibbs make the right adjustments, we're gonna be set up perfect for playoffs.
Right. 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 No doubt. No doubt.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So the game tonight is probably going to be at 8:00. I gotta go to I'm gonna go to the Knicks schedule and see. It may be 8:00 because they're in OKC. Yep, it's at 8 p.m. Okay. Tickets
That's
as low as
perfect.
$10.
Yep. That's crazy. How you can go to another? You could fly to OKC from New York, get you tickets as close as possible. Let's say like mid row or center stage, and you could watch the Knicks versus OKC and fly back, and it still be cheaper than probably
Then
the
going to the
nosebleeds
garden.
at MSG.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can actually make a vacation out of the price that you gotta pay in the nosebleed section for MSG to go to OKC and come back. Sit in the suite, all of that.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man. I think it'll be
Hey,
I
so
think it'll be
let me
awesome.
ask you this. So what borough do you have roots in?
The Bronx.
The Bronx, finally, bro.
Hmm.
Finally, we got an all Bronx panel, bro.
Yep. I was born in the Bronx. I was basically Lincoln Memorial Hospital, 2 blocks away from Yankee Stadium, the original. Yep.
Okay, yeah, we might be cousins, bro.
Word?
Yeah,
Oh snap.
we may be cousins, man. You
Yeah,
know,
that was my spot.
Yeah, I'm just glad we ain't got no Brooklyn people up here. Yo, the Bronx just can't have nothing nice, bro. You see that? The Bronx just can't have. Yo, it was all Bronx, bro. We was rocking, and then all of a sudden, somebody just jumped in the middle. BT was talking, and then somebody intro just cut him off, bro. And I was rocking with BT too.
Brooklyn keep on taking it for sure.
God.
Anyway, happy holidays, yo. BT, happy holidays, big brother Freeze, man.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Chad, happy holidays. Mega, I saw what you just said, bro.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Word. Yeah, I mean, happy holidays to everybody in the chat. I was just saying that OKC is my secondary team. That's all. I'm a Knicks fan.
Secondary? I thought you said the Knicks would.
And that logo that you were saying about Big that you're looking at right now on your screen that's his original logo. Brooklyn took that. Brooklyn Knicks took that and incorporated it with their uniforms and stuff like that. So if if you're a real Brooklynite, you know that's the first logo Biggie had. Mega, what up? I mean, that's Kerry, what up? Yeah. That's his original logo. So therefore, I'm a real Brooklyn dude. The Nets took that, but I'm a Knickerbocker.
You sure? That's exactly what I was about to ask. You sure? Because I saw you say OKC your team. So
no. See, Uncle Freezie broke it down the wrong way. You know how they cut and snip.
No, I just read it the way that it was.
I said OKC is my secondary team. That's my alternative team. It wasn't because I like how they get down. I like SGA. I like Dorp. I like all them cats on that team.
Don't get me wrong. Look. Maybe it's because of how I was raised, like the old school. Yeah, Knicks fan. You don't root for no other team. Yeah, you can watch other teams. That's cool, but you don't see me.
I'm a Knicks fan,
I give
dude.
people their props. No. I'm saying like I give players their props, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I watch OKC as my secondary team. There is no other team.
Yeah, like me saying Boston, the Celtics are my second team.
What? Oh, I'm done, yo.
The Brooklyn Nets. That's my second team. They from Jersey, so they actually from New
Long Island. They from Long Island.
Yeah. Actually from like
that's all I miss
the traditional days where you rooted for one team.
All right, if your team go down, all right, so it's like, all right, so hold on, BT. It's almost like the Giants and the Jets.
Hey,
and it's almost like the Knicks and the Nets.
I still watch the Giants today.
If the Giants go down, I'm gonna go for the Jets. Like I'm a root for little brother.
Nope.
I'm a root for little brother.
Except
I'm a root for little brother.
Except one team is local, bro. When the Knicks go down, you going way across the country.
Oh yeah, with the OKC, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They almost got the same color scheme as we do. If you
they yellow and orange and blue and white and all of 50,000 colors.
I don't know. Them boys are bad. I like them. I'm not changing my team though. I'm not changing my team. I love my Knicks and stuff like that. But the OKC team is exciting. You see what they did to Golden State Warriors the other day?
This is like the dinosaur conversation, bro. Cowboy Bob. They try to tell me that dinosaurs existed, bro. It's the corniest thing I ever heard in my life, bro. A grown man, a man I respect. A man that say it with his chest told me dinosaurs.
I say with my chest, man, 10 toes down, baby. Yeah.
Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
Man, you can go to the museum of natural history and go see the big ass doggone dinosaur right there.
Bro, you can go to Chuck E. Cheese and see a rat walk around, a 7-foot tall rat walk around. Does that mean they existed, bro? 7-foot tall rats?
You know what? They did exist, but now they call neutrons and whatnot. Them called river rats.
Now they called what's the rats and
neutrons. I mean neutrons, and river rats down in Louisiana.
No, I'm talking about the rats. No, the New York got the worst rats anywhere.
Oh, bro. yeah, man, they'll pick your whole car if you let them.
yeah, carjack you, bro.
You ain't see that rat take that pizza down the stairs in the subway?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, that's a snub nose rat. That's the small nose rat, right?
Right. Snub nose rat. Yeah.
The ones that can get food easy, they got a smaller nose and a longer tail.
Facts. I
but
see
the
him
hood,
every day.
but the hood rats got the
Oh,
long tail, got the long nose, and the
yeah,
short tail.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
you can't
yeah,
even walk by them, bro.
yeah.
They
Yep.
gangbangers, bro.
Let you come out KFC with some fresh backs, a 20, a 16 piece,
It's
and
right.
see
And get
what
shook
and
down. You
see
only
what
going home with
happens.
you only going home with 7 of them.
Word.
If you lucky, he ain't bring his cousins in
Oh my
them. If he
god.
brought his
Bro, that's what
cousins,
I'm saying.
you might not even go home with the box, man. They taking that
Oh
too.
man. Yeah, they taking
Hey,
that.
now, bro.
They
Shout
might
out to
take
New
you
York.
too. Word.
Shout out to New
No,
York,
shout out to
bro.
the rats. Keep it going. Keep it
Man,
going. Keep it going.
where the Rat King from Ninja Turtles? I know the Turtles existed. We need the Rat King come in and clean up this situation.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
why they
Like,
put
come
the
get your
raccoons
family,
out there.
man.
That's why they put the raccoons out there to get rid of the rats. But now the raccoons, excuse me, bro. The raccoons is getting worse than the rats. It was not.
They getting beat up
Seriously.
by the rats. Yo, I seen a
Yeah.
rat that shot.
seeing them raccoons in the emergency room.
I
Word.
seen exactly. I seen a rat the size of a possum. I was like, yo, is that
Mm.
a? Nope, that's a rat. I'm
You gotta
going
put a
Yeah,
missing.
saddle
This
take
on
time
in
them.
to step.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yo,
time to
with
Yeah.
all
step.
them fake Ubers out there, bro, you gotta put a saddle on that rat. Them fake Ubers at the airport, bro.
He said put
Motor,
a saddle.
motor, Uber. What is it called? Motor
Motor
Uber.
rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, motor
Oh my
rats.
gosh.
Oh my God. Nah. But no, all I was saying that OKC was my secondary team because I actually like the team. And like the team is constructed nice. They got a lot of good pieces over there. And if you ask me, I ain't even gonna front. SGA would be Brian Park facts carry. Oh my God, they crazy over there. Um 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 SGA would be a good fit right here in New York. He
What
got
what
it. He
what
have
about
it.
Can we
He
be
what
has
about
it.
realistic,
LeBron?
please? Can we
Would
be
LeBron
real?
be
Huh?
a
Back.
good fit
Thank
in
you.
New York?
That's what I was gonna say. Can we be realistic? Because that's the same thing. You get LeBron. Oh, even Giannis. How about Giannis?
In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
You see, this is the thing that confuses me with everyone. There's very few talent available that we
Hmm.
can get without trading the entire farm and starting over our
I'm not
entire
saying
position.
trade everybody. I'm not saying trade everybody. I say he
You're
would be a
gonna
good
have
fit
to
here.
for SGA. His from last year, I'm not even gonna lie to you. From last year, his game has developed in a way to where everybody has noticed it. If you are just now noticing, you are late. And even last year, if you were
I've been a
noticing,
big
it was
fan of
still late.
SGA since
No,
beginning.
I'm
Since
just saying
beginning.
he has that much of a talent to where it's gonna cost you. Same thing with John
Hmm.
Morant. If you look at,
Hmm.
oh, let's try to get Ja. No, we're gonna
Hmm.
have to give up
Hmm.
like everybody for someone like that because their game is so specific and it's in the point of where it's ascending. We don't know
Hmm.
where the peak is at yet. Right now,
Hmm.
SGA's game is still going up. He's still drawing fouls, and his assist numbers went up almost doubled from
Facts.
last year.
Big time.
And
Big
he's
time.
still and his game hasn't even beautified to where
Hmm.
the problem with SGA, I've noticed it as opposed to Luca, the way he dribbles the ball. When he gets into his motion, it's whether he could go slow or fast. The fact that he take that first step and go fast and you don't notice it
Hmm.
till he's already by you and then you try
Hmm.
to catch up. Or he can go slow to where you jump too early and he does a step back and then goes fast against you. He has a very
Hmm.
good mix up of skills. And he could and for me, I'd rather him have the ball longer than Luca. Because Luca to
Hmm.
me is like, hey, you know he's gonna shoot it 90% of the time. But
Right.
it's okay because it's Luca.
But but you know
But for
what? I
me,
think.
SGA, his game has
Hmm.
developed, and everyone that has a better basketball mind than me, and everyone that is a fan has known since last year that
Hmm.
SGA is that dude. So we can't get a
Facts.
guy like that, especially in our system. How would he help? How would he help our
Well,
system?
I think. All right. To your point, BT. I think that we have learned our lesson from the Carmelo trade. Like we're not gonna give up the whole farm for homeboy. Yeah, we're gonna lose some significant pieces trying to get homeboy. I mean, if I mean, we just only scenarializing this. We're not saying this is
We
gonna be a
are
reality
we
and
are
whatnot.
in the
No.
negative. Last time I checked,
Well,
we
like,
are
so
in
when
the,
you say in the negative, what do you mean by that? Like
I'm
when
about
you,
to tell
because
you right now.
yeah, come with it. Hmm.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. I think we have like 2 million left on our books as far as with the cap space, and as well as
Cap
that,
space,
I
yeah.
think
Hmm.
SGA. I think SGA is making like anywhere from 36 to like 38 million this year. We ain't got the money for
Hmm.
that, and he's gonna be paid more than Randall. Even if we were to trade
That's where you
Randall
give
or
up
RJ or
Fournier. You
anybody
give up
people.
Fournier, and you might have to give up something significant.
Okay, but then you still got Brunson here. So what are you gonna say when Brunson's contract is
Who?
coming up next year? And what are you gonna say to Quickly's
Okay.
contract that's coming up at the end of the year? You
Brunson
see what I'm
contract didn't
saying?
come, but Brunson contract now. Brunson,
Next year, no,
Brunson.
next year. I'm talking about next year.
No, I know what you said. I
Yeah.
heard you.
Mm,
But Brunson's thing, Brunson is in year 2 of a 4-year deal,
facts.
right? So
Hmm.
he's only been with the Knicks for about 1.3 years. But we do, however, have to keep in mind that Jalen Brunson is going to be a max player. So when he becomes extension eligible, then we have to be prepared to pay him the max
Hmm.
because he's
Hmm.
going to deserve the max.
I'm laughing at Marshall, man. I'm looking at the chat.
And the same thing and the same thing with Randall. Randall already took 2 discounts to come here.
Hmm.
Right, he took a
Hmm.
discount. He took a
Hmm.
discount to come here initially, and then he took man, that man passed up on what was speculated to be $130 million in order for the Knicks to sign another player. That
Hmm.
man basically gave the Knicks back $130 million.
I mess with Randall, man. I like him. He
You know
cool.
what I'm saying? That man could have just took that money and was like, nah.
And jetted.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He could have took that money and stayed here.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Randall could have been like, no, give me my money.
He could have
Right?
been
Hmm.
What
Carmelo.
y'all
Yep.
gonna do? Y'all gonna let me walk and then re-sign Noah Vonleh? Then do it.
No Vonleh. What?
Yeah,
Who?
y'all gonna let me walk and re-sign Quincy AC? Then do it.
Quincy AC. Man.
Yeah, man. But he didn't do that. Randall took a severe haircut with his extension. You think that man is gonna take a haircut this time on his big
Nah.
payday?
He gonna want it.
Nah,
He gonna want it. Nah, he gonna want it.
he
He
gotta
gonna
get this
want it.
bread, bro.
And
He
Cause
he's
gonna
all
want it.
mentoring.
cause all he did was when he get his extension, Randall is gonna probably be 3-time All NBA, 3-time All Star,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And if he that, you can't talk to a 3-time All Star like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take this discount. No.
But we do need I mean I ain't even on front. We do need a significant player. I'm sorry I'm a little hoarse because I've been partying and whatnot. But I think I think we need another piece, man. I don't know who the piece gonna be, but we need somebody,
But
man.
okay, I don't understand. That's
I don't
another
know
thing that
where it's gonna
confuses me.
come from.
How are you gonna say you need something but you don't know what you need? You really
Oh, but
don't need it.
no.
It's
We need
no,
a
no, no.
no,
Okay,
no. I
wait,
know
hold on,
we need a wing. We need a
hold
wing.
on,
We need a
hold
wing,
on,
homeboy. All
hold
right,
on. Let me finish.
go
What
ahead,
I'm
partner.
saying is, if
Mhm.
you need something but you don't know what you need, why yearn for it? You're doing well without it. Why yearn for it? Just see where it's
See
at, and
you,
then
yeah. You see,
later
you always
on,
want to be
hold
with this
on.
diplomatic stuff,
No,
man.
no, no. You're not letting me finish.
Yes, yes.
You're not
You're a
letting me
politician.
finish.
You're a
This is
politician,
what I'm
and I
trying to
mess with
say.
you. I mess with you.
I
Happy
know, but let me
holidays.
just finish real quick. It's real quick. All I'm trying to say
Hmm.
is this. If you need something, you don't know
Hmm.
what it is, but you know you need it. Allow
Hmm.
your
If you
brain
need
time.
someone,
Exactly. Allow your
don't
time.
make
Allow yourself
me
time and be
yeah,
successful without it. And then when you figure out what it is,
satisfied.
then go get it. Because you're gonna waste energy and time trying to get something that
Man,
you
I
don't
ain't
even
trying to
know
wait
you
till the
want.
last minute to get it,
And
man.
then you get it, and then it's not what you want.
Then get
That's
rid
what
of
I'm
it.
simply trying to say. Just be patient. Because
Okay, all right. You know what?
if you think about it, and then you really say, "Oh, this is what we really need," you would have actually got what you needed rather than just pulling the trigger and being impulsive.
Oh,
Hmm.
well.
No. I think you no. BT, you make a great point. And when there's no negativity in that, you make a great point. I'm the type of person that I want to show it up right now before before the leaks start happening, before the I don't want even want to say that word, before the dam overflow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to reassure before everything becomes a major, massive thing. Get it now, and if excuse me, if it don't work, if it doesn't work, then you work around it. I understand.
Yeah,
Let it
but
let's keep working with what we got. We win the games. We doing this, that, and the third. But eventually, bro, you're gonna have to address that issue. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Here's the crazy thing. You're right. You
Hey,
said it
hey,
best.
breaking news, breaking news. I got footage of RJ Barrett in the layup line.
Word.
Breaking news, RJ Barrett in the layup line.
Get out of here.
Breaking news, RJ Barrett in the layup line.
Oh my
You know
God, he
what,
gotta be the
RJ?
worst. He gotta be the worst bro ever. He gotta be the worst brother ever in life, man. Not the. Oh my God.
RJ, I didn't had nothing to do with this. I'm gonna let you know. You dunking on Chet Holmgren 3 times still won't
Yeah.
satisfy hunger. But
This is
it'll
none
be
of.
nice to see though. Dunk on
This
Chet
is
three
none of
times and
our
see what
family.
Unc
This is
say.
none of our family members. This is none of our family members. I'm sorry. That
No.
was. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
That's cousin. That's cousin. It from up the block, man. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
that first one was bad. You just missed the
That was
whole
terrible. That was
backboard.
terrible.
Like
That,
he threw it to the backboard and just went
Right.
shoot like
That man took
wow.
the first shot he took, he threw it out of bounds, bro.
oh man, that was terrible. That was
Yeah.
terrible.
You didn't even
That was terrible.
airball. I would have preferred an airball, but you threw it
That
directly.
man was there by himself and didn't
He
hit the
grew up in
rim the
mama's
entire
house.
time, bro.
He grew up in mama's house. It wasn't,
Yeah, bro.
he
Yeah,
grew up with the
I
Lucy's.
ain't gonna lie. He grew up in the Poconos, bro.
Yeah, the police.
Wow.
The man grew up in the Poconos, bro.
He grew up in the Poconos. Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a
Ain't,
good one, Freezie.
ain't no way. There's no way that dude
There's
grew up
no
in
way.
Brooklyn, bro.
There's no way. Yeah,
Yo.
he grew up in Toby Hanna.
Yeah.
He definitely grew up in the Poconos.
I'm sorry,
Oh
Bear
Lord.
Mountain, but RJ Barrett might have grew
Yeah,
up in
Bear
Bear
Mountain.
Mountain,
Yeah.
though. I'm
That's one of
sorry.
y'all's. That's one of y'all
Yeah.
finest.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I'm
a good
sorry,
one.
y'all, man. You
He
know, my
grew up in
bad, man.
Montauk. He grew up in
Yeah.
Montauk,
No
my
doubt. No doubt.
guy.
No doubt. Yeah,
Oh
man.
snap!
Hey,
Wow.
and I think the thing with y'all is I think both of y'all can be right. I think y'all are on different timelines. I think the
Mhm.
timeline is
I
what
just want to
makes this
accelerate.
a
Mhm.
divisive conversation, right? Because if you're patient, if you feel like the Knicks are not going to win this year, right, and you
Mhm.
want to develop over time, then anytime somebody is like, "Yo, hurry up," you're gonna disagree.
See, that.
I
See, I
think I
want
think I think
acceleration. Mhm.
yeah. And but then there are some that saw this team make the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 seasons, and the only reason why they missed it that one season is because of injuries.
Mhm.
Like, nah,
Half
ain't
our team
nobody
was out.
no, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Mhm.
nobody got time for oh, you know what? Do we have a meme that says ain't nobody got let me see.
Uh-oh.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You know what I'm saying? So if so depending on which side of the debate you're on, then
Mhm.
then you'll have a different view, definitely. And my
Mhm.
mind is kind of a mix of both. You definitely have to address roster needs, but in my mind, as currently constructed, unless something crazy happens, then the Knicks are not going to beat Boston and Milwaukee in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Right? The Knicks are not going to beat the Denver Nuggets or whoever comes out of the West unless somebody steps up on the roster.
Mhm.
We'd
Well, that's
like for it to
Brunson.
be RJ. We'd like for it to be RJ and Quickley. If RJ
Mhm.
and Quickley both step up, if RJ Barrett can be 45 from the floor, 40% from three, and 80% from the free throw line, then we don't need nobody. We don't need anybody. If
Mm-hmm.
Quickley can be 46 from the floor and 40% from three, right? Then we won't need anyone, right? But we've been asking those two dudes to be that for 3 years, and they have not done it yet.
Mhm.
So if you're in the boat with Captain Bully, right? Then I could see where he says, "You know what? You gave it 3 years. They're not it, right? Let's go get somebody that's it." Right? But if you're in BT, you're like, man, you ain't won nothing. No way. What's the rush?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the rush is if you're 50, if you're 50 years old,
Mm-hmm.
right, and you're a Knicks fan, you don't have your own championship.
You got
And
that
if you're
right.
40, and if you're 40,
We ain't
don't
see
you
nothing.
ever
Yep.
don't you even speak about the 70s.
Exactly.
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying? Don't
That's
you
where I'm
even
at. Yo,
mention
Freezy.
Clyde Frazier
Good,
name.
good analogy.
Yeah,
Good. I mean, that was
because
good right there.
if you in your if you 40 and
All right.
under, if you 40 and under, your entire life, your entire adult life, you've seen terrible Knicks basketball. So why are
Exactly.
All
you talking
day.
about waiting?
Because at the
Right.
end of the day, it's like this. When it's the same thing as a Rangers fan. For years, the Rangers was
I'm a Ranger
garbage,
fan too.
and
I
then when
seen it. I
we
seen
won
the
our
championship
Stanley
from the
Cup,
Rangers.
and then when we won our Stanley Cup, we did well. But then even
When you
later in the
when did
past,
we win our Stanley Cup?
It
What
was the
year was
same
I
that?
think
time
it's
the Knicks was
Well,
in.
'94.
They were
hold on,
going.
hold on, I
I
got you,
think it was
Oh, I'm
like
baby. I
sorry.
got you.
'94. I'm
Sorry.
not sure. I
I'm
think it
sorry.
was
I got.
'94. I can't
But if
remember.
I'm
you're
sorry. I'm
40
sorry.
years old, if you're 40
Yeah,
years old, right?
yeah.
How old were you when the Rangers won?
I think it was like 17 or 18 around
Well,
that. Yeah, no. They, oh, 94. Yeah, you're right. Wait,
if
hold on.
you're
83.
40 and under,
Hold on.
how old were you 30 years ago?
Yeah, I was about 12 or 13. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
See my point?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. At least I saw a championship at that time. I see what you're saying.
Right, right,
Okay, fair enough.
right,
Machine
right.
continue. I see
But
your point.
that's for people that's 40 on the dot.
Yeah,
What about the people that were 30?
30. Yeah,
What about
they
the
don't
people
even
that were
remember that.
20?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But I was just gonna say this though. Even after that championship, the way that they progressed, and I knew that they lost to the Lightning, they lost to the New Jersey. Like over the last 10 years, they've been making the playoff runs. It's been entertaining. And that's the same thing I want for the Knicks because to be honest with you, last like you said, 40 years, it's just been bad basketball. But at least if we're winning, making the playoffs
Mhm.
like every year, doing good, progressing like this year, we get to the Eastern Conference final. Next year, oh, I want championship. If we get
Right.
to the Eastern
Because
Conference
if
final
you
this year,
40, if you're
yeah.
40, if you're 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you were 2 years old when the Knicks drafted Pat Ewing.
Yep.
Hmm.
I know.
Mm-mm-mm.
I used to watch it.
But then if you're 40, how are you saying wait, be patient and build?
Right.
Right?
Because
Because if that's the formula, right? If the formula is rebuild, then you need to trade Randall and Brunson and Josh
no.
Hart and DiVincenzo and all those
Mm.
guys and give Quickly and RJ the keys to the city,
No. I'm not
right?
saying
And build through the draft.
No, I
Mm-mm.
ain't saying all that. I'm saying let's see what this season does before we blow it up. Because to be
But,
honest with you,
but BT,
wait,
hold on, hold on, homeboy.
The last 38 years, I have been stressing out over. Hey, we need a championship now. We need to do this. I've been doing that for 38 years. So the last 2 years, I've learned to just take a step back and be like, you know what?
How
I've
many
been
times we
stressing.
gonna step back and wait? How many times we gonna step back and wait? Hold
It's
on,
not
I
like we
gotta
got
cut
a
you.
choice.
No. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not. Me and you not arguing. Me
Yeah,
and
I
you
know.
cool. It was
I
that.
know.
But when you see that Boulevard 73, that's the year I was born. That was the year that the Knicks won their last championship, bro. I don't want to wait no more. I'm tired. It went not. I was a baby when they won. I mean, I was an infant. I was a
Right.
little
That's
baby.
not your championship.
I'm
Those are
I'm
not your
coming straight out the
championship.
Uh,
cooch. You know what I'm
but what
saying?
I'm
Yeah.
Like I
saying
don't
is
know nothing
this.
about that.
At the end of the day,
When
we've been waiting
I
whether
Yo,
want to
we
see it
and
with
the
my
funny
won.
thing
eyes.
is when he was born, bro,
Yeah.
and BT real quick, when he was born,
Mm-hmm.
I had
when
pasta salad.
when
Yeah.
you saw your diaper, bro, they took those diapers out off and put them in the
Yes.
washing machine,
Yeah, put
bro.
it in the washing machine. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and you talking to a
It wasn't no thing
generation,
called
you and
Pampers.
now you
Yeah.
in a conversation of people with that wore disposable diapers. They
Yeah.
Right.
crap
It
they
wasn't no
diaper.
it
You
wasn't
just
no
put it
Pampers.
you put it in the old the
In the
diaper
washing
bin
machine,
and take
man.
that
You
thing
put it in the washing
outside,
machine. Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Put it in the
But
washing machine.
you're talking to a
And we
generation
used to
of
be
people,
warm too. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you're talking to a generation of people that used to have safety pins in they
Safety.
diapers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Freezy. Tell it.
Yeah,
Tell it.
but
Preach,
now
homeboy. Preach.
versus people that wore disposable diapers. You just buy a whole package of diapers and just
Yeah.
throw the whole thing away. Nah,
Whole
man,
thing
you
of Pampers
We
grandma
used
in
to
used to
love.
air
be
dry.
grandmas used to have to take diapers and wash them on a washboard. You know what a
Right, with
washboard
their
is?
hands,
Mhm.
With their hands,
Oh,
In the
bro.
they
bucket
don't
with
know.
their hands,
No,
They don't
yeah.
know.
not stomachs, bro. Because I don't have a washboard stomach no more. Right? I can't wash my clothes on my stomach no more, bro. But
Yeah.
at the same time,
Mm,
you're talking about people with two separate agendas.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's about the timeline thing. How long can you wait? There
Yeah,
are a group
man.
of
I'm 50
people
years old.
that have been born that have never seen a championship, right? And they have seen their kids go to college. They seen their
Mm-hmm.
grandbaby. Some of these people have seen their
I feel
grandbabies get on the
intelligent.
school bus, bro,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
have not seen the Knicks win a championship.
Yep.
And
Okay.
people are like, nah, man, don't worry about that. Just wait until your on the school bus. Wait till your grandbaby graduate from high school. Then we'll try to push for a
Nah.
But
championship.
Freeze, check this out, Freeze. Hold on. Now I seen the Yankees win multiple championships. I mean
Yep.
World Series. I
Yep.
seen the Giants win.
Yep.
I seen the Jets. Well, I ain't see the Jets. I
The
seen them on
Jets is
TV.
trash. Yeah, the Jets
The
is
Mets. I
trash.
seen the '86 Mets win a
Yep.
championship. I mean,
Yep.
win a World Series. I seen the Islanders.
And you know what? But you know what the
I
Mets
seen
do
the
though.
Rangers.
But you know what the Mets do? Every handful of years, the Mets will get red hot and make the World Series to
Well,
stay
I was
relevant,
rooting
even
for
if they
them.
don't win.
Yep, I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them when they was playing against
The Royals.
the Royals. Yes,
Yeah.
With
man,
Yeah.
I
Bojack.
wanted them to win so bad. Like I
Right.
wanted for NYC so bad. Like that's
Yep.
little brother right there playing. I'm
And
going for little brother.
before that, they lost to the 15 years before that, they lost to the Yankees.
They lost to the Yankees. Well, I mean,
Yep.
they were supposed to lose to us. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Big brother supposed to beat little brother behind.
Come on,
And
Oklahoma
then
City.
Subway Series, that was the best Subway Series championship with
Yes,
Mike
it was. And
Piazza. I
yo,
loved it.
Mike
I'm a Yankee
Piazza and
fan.
Roger
Yeah.
Clemens, he broke the bat. He threw the what? I'm like,
I'm a
what?
big Yankee fan, but that one I was like, yo, I was rooting for the Mets,
I was
man.
about to jump
I
in my
was I
car
was
and go up
hoping the
there.
Mets. I'd hope the Mets go to Game 7. I was like, yo,
Wah,
this is
wah,
beautiful.
wah.
Nah, it was
Nah,
Yeah.
the
beautiful to
Yankees.
have.
No, it was beautiful for the city and for New York and NYC
That's a
and everything.
rarity.
But they needed to beat the Mets because they was cocky. They was
Nah,
cocky.
Yeah.
The Mets was
that was a
cocky. Yes,
beautiful.
they was. They
That
had
was
that
my
Samoan dude
favorite.
out
No,
there.
no.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because I liked Mike Piazza at the time more than I liked Rodriguez and Pudge and Ivan
Pudge.
Rodriguez and the other one
Okay.
from Seattle. The both Rodriguez's, like there's a lot of good catches out there. You even had Jorge
You
Posada,
talking about A-Rod? You
Cervini.
talking about A-Rod?
No. I'm talking about the catches. Ivan Rodriguez
Oh,
from
the catches.
Texas.
Okay.
The
My bad.
catches, Ivan
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez, and then there's another Rodriguez that used to play in Seattle Mariners. I
Oh, you
forgot his
talking about
name.
Wait.
I know
It's
who you talking
Pudgy.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pudgy.
If you don't know who that dude is, bro, we gotta question your sports
No,
card.
it's Pudgy. It's Pudgy. They used to
Yeah,
call
it's
him
Pudgy.
Pudgy.
Yeah,
That's
Pudge
what he
Not in
was.
Seattle.
Rodriguez.
Not in
Yeah,
Seattle.
Pudgy
No, he
Rodriguez.
was
That's what I
playing for the
said.
What
Texas
It's
about the
one of the
Rangers.
Rodriguez that
Rodriguez's.
played in Seattle?
Huh?
The one his
Rodriguez.
name is
Bully. I was asking.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
trying to
sorry.
get to. I'm trying to get to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to cut you. I'm just saying.
My
What
bad.
Rodriguez you talking about played in Seattle?
The older one. Pudgy was the one that played for the Texas Rangers, and then the other one, Ivan Rodriguez. I think I can't remember his name, but I know it was a Rodriguez. He played for Seattle majority of his career. Pudge was a shorter one that was quick on the bat when him and freaking you just said it, A-Rod joined Texas.
Who
They
was
were the
A
big
Rod?
powerhouse. Alex Rodriguez.
So what Rodriguez are you talking about?
I'm done.
Juanito?
You
You talking about Juanito Rodriguez?
know what? You got me.
I've been making up names. He's like, nah, man, Rodriguez. You know what I'm talking about?
There's so
Come on,
many Rodriguez's in baseball.
It's a
You
common
got
name,
me.
bro.
You got me.
BT, I've been
Yeah.
making up names. I go like, nah, man.
A-Rod
We talking about
is
Papito.
not a made up name. A-Rod.
Oh man. Yo, Freezy.
He said I made up A-Rod.
You know, Juanito on Marcus Garvey. You know who I'm talking about.
Marcus Garvey Rodriguez? What?
Yeah, that's him.
Hold on.
He's the bat third. You know who I'm talking about.
Who's on
Oh,
first?
man.
Who's on
Oh,
first? What's
man.
on second?
Nah,
I
You know
don't
what's
know who on
crazy?
third.
You remind me of that Jamaican joke. They be like, yo, Carlton died. Like everybody go to work, and then one day one dude died, and they're like, Carlton died, and the Jamaican dude like, who Carlton? They be like, Carlton. You talk to him every day. I don't know. Me don't know no Carlton. They be like, Carlton, the one that clean the windows. Ah, my boy, the window cleaner dead. Ah, that's what y'all talking about. That's what just happened.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
DSJ said, "Do we gonna have to talk DSJ off the cliff?" DSJ said,
What
"Are Knicks
happened?
fans tired of seeing teams that were lottery teams at the same time? The Knicks were a lottery team ascend quicker. Aren't Knicks fans tired of stargazing? Maybe,
Mm,
yeah, maybe so. Um,
mm,
um, I'm just saying. I think people are on different timelines, and so that's why, regardless of what people say, there's always going to be some level of contentiousness, right?
mm,
Because people don't have the same view, perspective, and end goal. And what I told DSJ is how you satisfy every New Yorker at once is establish a timeline.
mm,
And then I know people are going to you can't satisfy 8 million people. Yeah, you can on this topic. Now, they might not agree with the timeline, but they will agree that one has been set. And once you establish a timeline and they disagree that a timeline has been set, then those are fools. You don't want to argue with a fool because because you think you arguing with a fool, but the audience looking at you like you the fool for arguing
mm.
with the
With the
fool.
food. Yep.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yo, just establish a timeline, man. Yo, this is where we are. This is where we want to be in 4 years, right? That's it. Ain't no more arguing about the timeline now. Now
Mhm.
everybody's on the same page. Now you can argue how we get there, but the timeline debate is over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
more year. Yep.
Time's up.
Right? You could
I
be
don't
like,
want
yo,
one more year, man.
we be like, nah, man, we trying to win a championship in 2026, right? And
Something.
even though some people will be mad, they could be as mad as they want, but a timeline has been established.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When that man say we trying to win a championship by 2026, it don't matter how if you like it or dislike it. It don't matter. You got to accept that. But with us, we don't have goals, missions, or timelines. We have
Mm.
no parameters, no nothing. We are
Mm-hmm.
operating nebulous. And so
Yep.
in a nebulous situation,
Facts.
anything goes. You can fly in outer space as fast as you can, right? But what does that mean? Nothing. That don't mean anything. All that means is maybe you're away from Earth. That's it. That's it. You know, my fault with Leon Rose and his staff, right? My thing with them is I felt like they should have been like in 2020 when they got here, they should have been like 2024 is our year, right? And then so for the last 4 years, we would have been tripping about nothing. It'd have been peace on earth. Now if we didn't win a championship in 2024, you know what I'm saying, we'd have been tripping about that, but at least everybody would have been on the same train, headed in the same
Yep.
direction.
Mm.
Right. But instead, we got people walking, people riding their bike, people on motor scooters, people in Ubers, you know, people on planes, helicopter, everybody in a different mode of transportation, and they don't even know where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's us right now. But what I will say is this: if Leon Rose was to come out and say January and say, yeah, we're a little bit behind schedule. You know, we're gonna bump this
You know
thing
what?
out for 3
Mm-hmm.
more years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it's announced that everybody got 3-year extensions,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then I'd be okay with it.
But Freeze, not to cut you. What up, Danny? Salute to you, Danny. Happy holidays to you, man. And whatnot. What up? What the
Danny
thing that
Lynch in the building.
Yeah, Danny L. What up, homeboy? Happy holidays to you and your family. The thing that I don't like is that the communication factor between the front office and the we as fans understand. We want to understand what's going on with our team that we spend money on.
It's
Yo, I
Brooklyn
work
fault, bro.
hard.
It's Brooklyn fault. It's the borough of Brooklyn's fault, bro.
It's not the borough of Brooklyn,
You
but
know why? Because when they first got here,
who you talking about?
all
The
the
Nets?
Brooklynites, all the Brooklynites was like, I like that, man. That's gangster. Gangsters move in silence. Remember
Man,
BT? Remember all of
man,
that?
I don't like no Nets, man. I don't give a dog about no. Hey,
No, I'm not saying you
I
like
live
the Nets.
about
I'm
30,
saying
40 blocks away from the Barclays. It looked like doodle on a stick to me. It was not. I live around where them. I don't like no doggone Nets, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the floor.
no,
I'm
no. What,
done.
what I'm saying is the Brooklynites. They were up here on the channel in the very beginning of this channel. Like, nah, man, gangsters move in silence, man. Yo,
Yeah,
you got to keep
we
radio
usually do.
silence. You can't
Yeah.
tell the left hand what the right
What the
hand
right
is
hand is
doing.
doing.
Yeah,
Right.
all of that, bro. Don't people know that the left hand and the right hand belong to a body? They
It's on the
exist
same
on
body. Yeah, it's on the
they
same
on the
body. Yeah.
same body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on. I mean, yeah, man. Personally, I'm with Bully on this one. Yo, you got to talk to your people. What
Gotta
type of
talk.
people that provide a service don't talk to the customer?
BT, I
gonna
don't
say
want to
this.
hear. I don't want to
No,
hear
no.
that diplomatic stuff. I
There ain't no
don't want to
diplomatic stuff.
hear
This
it.
is what I was going to say. This is exactly what I was going to say. What you just said, Uncle, about how he says, hey, this thing wasn't working. We may need an extension for 3 more years. At that
Mm-hmm.
point, I'm going to hold you responsible to where you said you were giving us a timeline. Now you're asking for an extension. Okay, now we need to know what's really going on. Now you need to tell us what's going on. Because at that point, to me, I trusted you for the last 4 years to
Mm-hmm.
do what
Mm-hmm.
you do without any kind of argument, without
Mm-hmm.
any kind of backlash. Something
Mm-hmm.
went wrong, and now you're asking for more time. Now we need to get involved. Then that's what I'm saying. Now you should be like, okay, trade this
Okay.
guy. That's
Okay.
what I'm on the same page with you guys. At
Okay.
the end
Okay.
of this year, if we're not Eastern Conference Finals, and next year, if we don't win a championship, by the grace of God, I hope we do. By next year, I'm gonna have a serious problem with the front office because this is going off of your guidelines. And this is the first time I'm doing this as a fan
So what
in
if
the
they don't
last
say
4 years.
anything?
Then I still got a problem with it because you didn't come
So
through.
you got a problem either way, right? So you
No,
got
no,
a
I got a
Right.
problem.
Either
problem
way.
with
Yeah.
the
Right.
problem
Yeah.
is this. The problem is this. If we don't get a championship based off of what you said by next year, you said you were gonna come in and win championships. At least with LeBron, when he said 7, 6, and 5, he at least brought a back-to-back championships. He at
They
least
went to
brought
the finals
something,
4 times though.
and they went to the finals 4 times. So in the years he was there, so that's productive to me. I want that because I haven't had a championship at all. So for me, if you're telling me in 4 years you're bringing championships, to me, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I need a ring. If there's no ring, now we all got to start looking at this thing differently. Like, what's going
Mm-hmm.
on? I trusted you for 4 years, didn't say
Good point.
nothing. Now
Good
you
point.
want now you don't want me to say nothing and ask for an extension? Nah, let's see
Good
what
point.
we got. OG's
Good point.
available. Levine's gonna probably be so cheap. Like there's so many players that we could get, but the problem is the money.
Okay. Good point. No, you know what? I apologize to you because I thought you was gonna come something with
So he's
Oh
diplomatically,
gonna be the
hell no,
mayor.
no,
but you
nah, no,
came
no,
He's
in
no,
gonna
with
no,
it.
be
no,
Ed
no.
Yes.
Koch.
Yes.
I'm only being
Mankind.
patient. But look, I'm telling you this:
Mankind.
the
Rest in
day
peace.
if we don't win a championship 2024, and I get on
Mm.
here and the beginning of the season of the 2024 to 2025 season, you're gonna hear me rip the front
So it's an
office.
ultimatum.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
Win
because
or
I'm trying to
else.
be patient. Because the thing is as a Knicks fan,
No, hey,
we
Well,
BT,
how much
how you
patience
being
can you
patient? You should
have?
put down an ultimatum.
this is the first
Right.
time
Yeah.
I'm
There
doing
you
it.
go.
This is
That's an
what I'm
No,
saying.
oxymoron.
no, no. But there are you're not giving them 4 or 5 seasons. You said at the end of this season,
No,
if
no,
they
I
don't
said next
win,
season, 2024, next season, the start of 2024 to 2025
Mhm.
season.
oh, sound
We
like you
don't
about
have
to sign.
no, no,
Mhm.
no, no, no.
Oh,
He
sound
said no,
like,
no. He said
ladies and
2025 we supposed
gentlemen,
to have a
starting in
championship.
lane 4 of the
No, 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 no,
backstroke,
no, 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 no backstroke,
BT,
no backstroke, no backstroke. I
Bully,
said at the end of
Bully,
this year,
Bully. Who's
look
that
for
in lane
me.
4 of the backstroke over there? Is that BT? That's
No,
BT over there about to do the
Yeah, I
backstroke.
think that'll be key right there, man.
no. What I'm
So
saying is,
you
at the
gotta
end of
you
this
gotta
year, if
stand on
we
10
hit
toes.
Eastern
What you
Conference
saying,
Finals.
homeboy?
We hit
Hmm.
Eastern Conference Finals at the end of the year. Progression. I'm happy. But you
Hmm.
have till next year to give us a championship. That's all I'm saying. Because my
All right.
expectation, Eastern Conference Finals, next year championship. That's my goal because off of what you said.
But
I'm gonna
you
bring
know,
championship.
one thing that I want to say to you, BT. I mean, you make a great point on what you just said and everything. Now you know if we don't do nothing this season, Even if we get in the playoffs, if we don't make it, I mean, if we get bumped out in the first round, somebody, I mean, somebody got to go. It's time to make a change. And I'm not
But
saying that I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking forward to that. And I'm not trying to be negative in what I'm saying, but eventually we're gonna have to make a move, yo. We're gonna
if
have to
that
either get rid of
happens,
the
boom.
coach. We're gonna have to
Gotta
get
get the
rid of
cash. Gotta get the dough. Making
Doe.
moves,
We gotta
y'all.
get the cash and make it moves, y'all.
Boom.
Ah, Craig back, rest in peace.
You remember
If
that?
Gotta
that
make moves,
happens,
y'all.
boom.
Oh,
If that
Freezy, you
happens, if
bring that
we
out the
lose in the
pocket.
first round,
Yeah, man.
boom.
That's why when
Boulevard.
BT man, when BT said when the Rangers won, that joint was out when the Rangers won. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that yo,
Yeah.
that's when it dropped when the
Yeah,
Rangers
making
won.
moves with Puff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
making
gotta
moves.
get
Yeah,
the cash.
Craig
Gotta
Mack
get the
and
dough.
Puff Daddy making moves, y'all.
Yep. That and
Yo,
can I
that was
get
dope.
down? Get
Yeah,
on
can I get
down. Can I
down? Get
get
on
down?
down. Remixed by Q-Tip, the
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
Oh, nah,
yeah,
son.
yeah,
That's
man.
94 right there, kid. That's all
Hip hop.
day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
And
Bully.
then,
So
hold on, BT, real quick.
mhm.
I know you ready. I'm ready. I know you ready to do rapid fire. I'm gonna tell you how we lost our little championship. Um, 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 um. OJ did the slow drive by. He done cut. You know what? I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be cool. We lost it because Barbara Walters jumped in and they had the slow OJ chase and whatever was going on with OJ. And the Knicks was in the balance of winning this doggone championship. And then they cut the game to watch OJ.
that was game 5, right? If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
I think
I
four
don't know
or
if it was
five.
5 or
You, I think
6.
like, I think four or five. Four or five.
Okay.
I can't really remember. But we
And that
was
was against
up.
the Rockets. That was the second
The
the second
Rockets.
time
Yep. Yep.
when they
Yep.
had Clyde,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And
Nah,
we
we
was
wasn't gonna
up,
win that.
bruh.
I don't think we was gonna win
I
that with
knew we
Clyde.
was going there. I was living in
Nah,
Florida. I was
nah.
living in FLA. I was living
Clyde
in
Drexler was
FLA.
the second best player to Michael Jordan and all
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, yo,
I'm
Clyde the
sorry, man.
Glide. He went from Portland to Houston. And
Clyde
remember, he
Drexler
went.
was that man. Clyde Drexler was
Remember,
that man.
he was.
That's like KD going to Golden State Warriors. That's exactly what it was like for me.
You
That's
see what KD resorted to himself too, right? But
yeah.
we talk about that later. But go ahead, BT.
No, no, but
Go ahead.
real quick, what I was gonna say is to
Mm-hmm.
your point. I don't care what nobody says. Oh yeah, Mitchell's hurt, but we made the playoffs and we lose in the first round. That's a
Mm-hmm.
failure. You're gonna hear my
Mm-hmm.
mouth at the end of the season. This
Mm-hmm.
expectation for this season needs to be Eastern Conference Finals. Because you know why? 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we first made the playoffs with Randall 3 years ago, we lost to Atlanta. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, we go there again. You see what I'm
Also,
saying? Now
hold
we
on, hold
make
on,
the
hold on,
second
hold on.
round. Then
BTO,
the following
DSJ, and
year,
Key Everett. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
you see what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, go
Now the
ahead, bro.
following year, we
Mm-hmm.
need to hit Eastern Conference Finals. But if we get
Mm-hmm.
knocked out of the first rounds, that
Mm-hmm.
to me shows a problem because we were good enough to continue to win without Mitchell,
That
one
is
of
a
our
fact.
best defensive players.
That is a
We're
fact.
good enough to play without him and make it as a fourth or fifth seed, but then to lose in the first round, then we really didn't accomplish anything throughout the season, no matter how
Mm-hmm.
good our team is. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I say, then you'll hear my mouth at the end of the season. So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, I'm just staying calm before I blow up because
Okay. No,
you
but you know
said
what?
it's the first time to try something. You know what I'm saying? They said 4 years
Facts.
ago, "Oh, we're here to win championships, and if by 5 years we'll have a championship." Okay, cool. This
Mm-hmm.
is year
Mm-hmm.
4. I'm waiting. The fifth year, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the same treatment I gave Isaiah every game. I'm gonna give you the same treatment Phil Jackson I gave, like
Mm-hmm.
all that Knicks torture and mental over the last 40 years of my life is gonna come out. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving you guys the benefit of the doubt because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen progression throughout the
Mm-hmm.
years. Before when it was just Randall with Brunson, how RJ's development, and I like it because it's showing improvement that we haven't consistent improvement that we haven't had over the years.
Okay.
Because at some point over the years, we've always pulled, made a trade, did something, somebody got hurt, or somebody did something crazy, and now they're no longer on the roster. They get suspended for the rest of the season, or they're injured and they're out, and then they go somewhere else and then become a better player. Like even with Porzingis, like you could even look at that, like all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Porzingis was like the way we use Porzingis, we could have used him better with Melo, but then everybody
But man, that
that
was a Phil Jackson. That was a Phil Jackson problem.
that's what I said.
He
That's what I'm saying.
created
Like
that.
all that's gonna come up. So because right now you
Mhm.
guys have been true to your word. First
Right,
run, playoff, first round loss. Second run, playoff, second round. Need Eastern Conference Finals. Progress,
right,
buddy.
right. So, all right. So, with that being said, BT, um, mm,
Ooh,
I
somebody
think
being political.
Nah, I ain't political. I'm just waiting. Trust me. I'm I'm on the
I need the
border just
fire to be
waiting.
lit under they. I need the fire to be lit under their behinds right now. Like, come on, dog. Like, all right, yeah, we won. And I'm not like I don't want to be like a up and down dude when it comes down to our Knicks and stuff like that. I don't want to be a Jekyll and Hyde with the Knicks. I don't want to be a ham sandwich, as Freezie would say. It was not. I don't want to be pasta salad on the other side either. It was
Pasta
not. You know what I
salad.
mean? You know, pasta salad.
I
Yeah.
just, man, that whole tossing salad thing just bothered me, bro.
Oh man. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to eat that? Nah,
Right.
bro.
We ain't supposed to be losing either. We ain't supposed to be losing games that we supposed to be winning. It was
But the
not.
Bucks
Like
are that
yesterday,
team.
I think they gave their maximum. All right, in my eyes, and I'm not gonna be funny. I ain't gonna be funny gripping with y'all. In my eyes, it looked like they gave their maximum effort yesterday. Like, is you really serious? Like, if we really coming out here, yeah, we won the game, but it looked like it took everything that we had to win the game. So if we moving forward, how are we going to win games comfortably? You dig what I'm saying? Like, why,
Because it's
why?
consistent. It's consistent play. Because here's the thing.
Consistency,
No,
yes,
ho- ho-
consistency.
ho- here's the thing. The thing that really helped us out was the Bucks didn't shoot over there like they've been doing
They
against
looked
us
like
at
they
more
was
than
tired,
45%. No, what I'm saying
and
is
it
that
looked
they
like
didn't
we took
shoot well.
advantage of them.
Yeah, they didn't shoot well. In a back-to-back game in the same whole court is very hard to win two in a row. If anyone wants to believe that, but for
Mhm.
me, can you hear me?
Yo,
Yeah.
no, we went off for a second.
Give me a sec. I gotta refresh. I'm sorry. I can't hear y'all. Give me a
All
sec.
right, no
Sorry.
problem, no problem, no problem. DSJ with that pasta salad, go on get it, man. DSJ
Yeah.
there, he trolling. But I'm just
DSJ said,
saying,
but
like,
what's DSJ said? DSJ says
he said,
pasta salad
pasta
with chicken
salad
chunks
with
and
chicken chunks
olives,
and olives,
sprinkled with Parmesan cheese.
cheese.
DSJ said he got that in his lunchbox. DSJ, you got that in your lunchbox, bro?
That's what's up,
DSJ
homeboy.
got that. DSJ, you got pasta salad sitting out.
Go
DSJ gonna eat
DSJ.
room temperature pasta salad, bro. I know that man gut be. Oh, I ain't
Oh
riding
man,
home
he
with
gonna be
him,
on
bro.
toilet. He gonna be on toilet for
Yeah.
real, for real.
I am not riding home with that man. That man gonna fart me out the
Man.
car. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. That man get ready. Man, you get ready to eat. You get DSJ about to eat 80-degree pasta salad, bro.
With some shade. Yo, look at Mega, all him, DSJ, and Julia be trolling real hard. Yeah, I see what you saying, man. With some shade carrot.
Yeah, and olives
Corey Lee said that. And some cranberry.
and some cranberries, bro.
Nobody don't eat that mess, man. Nobody don't eat that.
Except
Stop.
Bully, you eat pasta salad? The moment of truth. Bully, you eat pasta salad?
Yes, I do. I eat pasta salad, but I eat it. I
Oh,
make
no! No! Lord help him. Oh, my God. BT, that man
I
got
don't
us jumping
care.
off the
I
cliff,
eat
bro.
pasta salad and I drink hot cocoa too. I don't care, man. I
I
drink
know
Swiss
potato
Miss.
salad, like
Yeah, I eat potato salad too. Macaroni salad,
potato
potato salad.
salad.
Yeah, man. Come on, stop, man. It's the holidays, man. Stop
Wait
playing,
a
man.
minute.
Come
Did
on.
you just say macaroni
King
salad?
Ember, stop crying. Don't cry, man.
Did you just say macaroni salad, bro?
I said macaroni
Oh
salad.
no,
Yeah.
Macaroni salad?
no. Oh no.
I gotta bring in. Hold on. I gotta bring in some help for this, bro.
Here we go.
Yo,
Here we
if
go,
you out
man.
there, somebody,
Here
I
we
need
go.
some help with
King
this, bro.
Ember,
Just
stop crying.
somebody help me.
DSJ.
Somebody, any yo.
DSJ.
Matter of fact, please, somebody jump up here that's not from Brooklyn. Somebody from either the Bronx or Queens.
Yo, DSJ, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Up
Knew
late
you was
at
gonna
night,
come on
talking
here.
about pasta salad with macaroni shells. You ought to be
We're not
ashamed of your
worthy.
damn self.
Oh
We're
my
not
God.
worthy. We're
He
not
should be
worthy.
ashamed of
Look
himself.
who
Yo, what
graced
up,
his
Dre?
presence.
Yo, happy holidays,
Surgery.
Dre.
What's up?
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Salute to all
Happy
y'all.
holidays.
Oh my
Word,
goodness, that
word.
man talking about bubble guts is on deck, bro. Macaroni salad. Let me guess. It's another pasta salad with
It's another
mayonnaise in
level.
it.
It's another
It's
level
a, it's a,
to it.
it's another
Nah,
pasta
I
salad
don't
with
got
mayonnaise
doggone
in it.
mayonnaise in there,
Wait, I
dog.
thought she
Stop
put
playing.
Miracle Whip in there. I thought that was
Oh,
Miracle
my
Whip.
God.
No Miracle Whip, man. Y'all
Oh
stop
my
playing
God.
with me, man. Stop
Let
playing
me
with my
guess.
name.
It's another salad with pickles in it. It's another salad with
Get
pickles
them
in it.
doggone y'all bugging.
What's in
Anyway,
macaroni salad? Just tell us what's in macaroni
I'm
salad.
a healthy young 50-year-old man, man. Believe
Oh,
me. Believe what I tell you.
extremely healthy.
I'm
You know what I'm
very
saying? What's
healthy,
in macaroni
man.
salad, bro?
Same thing that's in and pasta salad.
Why don't you just call it pasta salad then?
You can't put the two things together. Like, I mean, anyway, I gotta explain
Paul
that.
Boulevard be eating coleslaw, man. So never
Yeah,
mind.
what is coleslaw, bro? What is
Hold on,
coleslaw?
yo, Dre.
What's up?
On
What's
some
up?
real, I don't mess with no coleslaw, dog. I don't.
Let me guess. It's another thing with mayonnaise in it, right?
Oh my God.
Coleslaw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coleslaw and vinegar. It
Bro,
wasn't. Nah,
you
I
can't
mean,
just
mayonnaise and vinegar. It
oh
wasn't
my
with
God.
chopped up
You just put
carrots
mayonnaise on
and.
stuff and call it salad?
Nah, I can't mess with that, man. I can't do that.
Yeah,
Somebody give me coleslaw. I'm liable to fight them on the spot.
I'm about to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna fight
right.
you.
And
If you give me some
me and Booty
coleslaw,
gonna
I
be
ain't
in his
messing with
corner
that.
like Apollo Creed corner. Damn, ow!
He not a
I can't.
machine.
I can't mess with no coleslaw, dog. It's just so. You know what? It's something that I seen from back in the day as I was a shorty. That's why I don't mess with coleslaw because I seen something that turned my mind crazy.
It looks strange.
It looks
Texture is
strange. Yes,
trash.
I
there
ain't
you
gonna
go.
lie.
Yeah,
Every
trash.
time I saw
You chew it, it
coleslaw,
makes too much noise when you chew it.
yeah. Every time I saw
It make
coleslaw,
like
it was
two different
nasty.
sounds,
Nah,
right? It make
Yeah,
like a liquid sound and a crunchy sound at the same time.
yeah,
I can't
It's
mess with
yeah.
it.
It's too
I'm
much
done with
going
that.
on,
Nah,
man.
son.
It's too
KFC,
much
keep
going on.
that KFC. I'm good.
Who is keeping
I'm good.
coleslaw in business? Like who is buying? Who is actually buying coleslaw?
KFC.
Shout out to
KFC. Look. DSJ even said it. KFC, yeah.
DSJ is saying hate crime type words towards me right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
DSA NATO
God.
looking for you, bro. I'm just saying. NATO put a manhunt out for DSJ right now, bro.
Hey, yo, TSJ, you better stop, boy. Oh, pause.
DSJ telling on himself he get like a slider from KFC.
Yeah,
Coleslaw.
a couple of sliders, right?
Oh, they silent partner.
That's like that movie Too Short. Like
Silent
if you
partner.
saw that dude with the coleslaw in the club, he was just eating the
my
coleslaw.
God.
I was like, oh, come on, man.
Oh no.
Remember
Yo,
that?
ain't that girl named Tamika Coleslaw? No, Hostclaw, right?
No, I ain't say
Coleslaw, it's all the same, bro.
Tamika
And it's
Coleslaw.
one of those foods that if you eat it, everybody know you eating it because it's on your
Right,
face.
it's crunchy. It's crunchy and it's liquidy. Ew. I'm done with that. I'm good, kid.
Bro, ain't nobody got time. Oh, I wish I had a meme. Do I have a meme for that? Let me see if I got
Yes, you do. I know you got a meme for it.
If ain't nobody got time. Yo, for coleslaw?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's
Oh my.
nasty, man.
Josh Hart is the coleslaw of basketball.
Here we go.
Josh
Oh my
Scott, oh man, Mr. Hart, Mr. Hart, he ain't even Hart the Heart. He ain't even Robert Redford. I mean, he ain't Hart
Do
the
you
Heart.
see what I'm talking
Robert
about?
Wagner. Yeah, he need Robert
Do you see what
Wagner.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, Robert Wagner. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told you see what I'm talking about? Dre, before we had this conversation, I asked you several days ago. I said, do you agree with his current contract? You said yes. So
Terrible.
you already
When did
Dre
I say
never
that?
said that.
Whoa, you
You,
confusing me.
No, Dre never said that.
No,
I thought the
no.
$12 million you said you were okay with what he's getting paid until he
He
gets
should
that
be.
18.
He's a $12 million player. The problem is he's
Exactly.
not going to be
That's
paid that much
I know
for the
next
next
year.
4 years.
Yeah,
So
That's what
exactly.
he
So
did. Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. He's getting paid right now that you agree with, and you
that's fine.
already killing him.
That's
You
fine.
already
But
you already
him being
killing
paid.
him.
But him being paid right
No, no,
now
no, no. The
is
point
not
is if
irrelevant
he was
because
doing this, getting paid 18, you have
Should
every
make it
right. But
coleslaw.
the fact that he's doing this at 12 that you agree with and you killing him already doesn't. It's
hold
not
on.
helping.
You're not understanding my point. He's locked
Oh,
into this amount of money no matter what going forward. So he's
Right.
almost impossible to trade. Like team like what idea like any team in today's NBA is not looking for a 6'4" guard with
how you got the whole Fizdale face on your joint? I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I just peeped it.
Ha! You
I'm
just
sorry,
realizing
Dre.
that
You know
he
Go
what?
ahead,
Fizdale
Dre.
with that.
I'm sorry.
I would be less against it if we didn't
I'm
give up a
sorry.
first for him. If we gave
Oh
up 2
shit.
seconds for him, cool. Then whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The
All
fact
right.
we gave
Cool.
up a first, it botters me because
Okay. So I'm just gonna
and I'm
answer you.
hold on, let me finish. I'm looking at Jaime Jaquez drop points without no plays being called for him.
Yep.
And he's damn near 50, 40, 90.
Mm.
And he probably would be the ideal fit for like a backup wing or a 6th or 7th guy off the bench where he's 6'6", he's a big forward. Whereas it's like in today's NBA, your energy guys are also skilled guys, not just
Mm.
energy. Like
Yeah.
that's my problem.
And his extension kicks in.
Next year.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 4 years
Yep.
kick in when he's
Kick in,
29.
That's
and
crazy.
like to be absolutely honest, with his style of play, unless he stays in the most perfect shape of it, like period, there's gonna be a descent. It's not gonna be like him falling off a cliff, but it's just he's already plateauing. He already passed his peak in terms of performance. Like he's never gonna shoot that 50% from 3 ever again in his life.
Right.
So it's one of those things where I'm just I don't hate Josh Hart. It's like a mismanagement of assets.
It's the Houdini song. Y'all remember Houdini?
So why you mad
You
at
remember
Hart
that?
not at the front office?
It all comes down to the money.
Oh, I am mad at the
It all
front.
goes down to the money. That's
But
right.
you
Julie, you
stay
remember that
yelling at
song,
Hart
93?
though.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I remember that.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to
19
ecstasy.
Yeah,
Yep.
1993. It all comes down to the money.
1993. It all comes down
Whether
to the
it's rainy or
money.
snowy or sunny. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Rest
for
in peace,
me, it's like
ecstasy.
this. If I know I'm a $12 million player, but then I signed for 18 million, hell yeah, that's an extra 6 million. Who wouldn't do that?
Oh,
If
I'm
they
not
don't
mad
pay
at
me
him
the
for
6
signing
million,
it. I'm mad
don't
at the
be mad at
organization for
Hart.
giving
Be
him
mad at the
giving
front
it to him.
office.
No,
That's all I'm trying to say. They the
no,
ones that gave him that offer.
Well, he need to not be trash too.
no, BT. No, you can't do
I'm
that, bro.
trying up. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
I'm
don't do it, 'cause
trying.
you sound like the mayor. You running for office?
I keep telling you, he a politician. He a
Look, I
politician,
like
man.
Hart. I'm trying.
He
What I'm
politician.
saying is this: the front office negotiated with
Nothing wrong with it.
Randall turned down 130 million, so the Knicks can sign a star. But you don't pat Randall on the back, and Randall is a 2-time All-Star, 2-time All NBA. But when it comes
Probably
to
gonna
Josh
be another
Hart
all-star.
getting the bag, we like, nah, it ain't Josh Hart's fault. It's the front office fault.
Randall was like, about time you got a double paying you
Yeah,
$80
Randall
million.
said that out of his own mouth.
9, 10.
30
He's
games.
out. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Hart, I'm sorry, bro.
so
I tried.
Mm,
They
and I'm
knocked
getting
me
at
out, bro.
the point. What I'm saying is the point that we getting at is that RJ probably could have negotiated for more money also, but RJ Barrett
Facts.
took a tremendous discount when Zion and Ja got the bag,
They did.
and they getting suspended and missing games. RJ could
Guns
just
and
be like,
buns.
yo,
We
I'm
can
here.
talk about Jordan
figure.
Poole, man. Jordan Poole contract.
Oh,
Man,
who'd you rather
Jordan
have?
Poole is
Jordan Poole or RJ
ridiculous
Barrett?
right now, man. He's disrespectful right now, Jordan Poole, man. His
Right.
Jordan Poole
contract
makes
is
like
ridiculous.
140.
Yeah, you're right,
Tyler
Dre.
Hero makes like 142.
Yeah,
You're
and
right.
you know who else? You know who else got the bag and on a sneak tip? Darius Garland. And since he
Mm.
He
signed
got a
his
super
extension,
max too.
yeah, and since he signed his extension, he is zero impact on the Cavs, bro.
Garbage.
He not
Garbage.
he
Hurt.
not even the best guard, bro.
Nope.
He's hurt and he's getting his toes stepped on.
How many games? How many
by,
games he done played in? Like about 16, 17 games right now. I mean,
this season? I think he
yeah,
may have played. He may have played.
15?
Yeah, something around there because he got hurt earlier in the year.
yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he got
Then he
hurt.
got his jaw broke.
Because he missed the
La-
game against us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
He out there getting his doggone dress done with all that money.
But it's one of those things where I don't know if like I don't know if he can fit with Donovan Mitchell because he needs the ball too. Like they both need the
Yeah,
ball.
he's a point
Man,
guard.
Donovan out of
Yeah.
here, man. He out of
He a
there.
point guard, bro. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like he got an extension for like 200 million, same as John.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, since you here, I got two topics. I was gonna save it for a different joint, but I could start the conversation here and just clip it and put it on the Checkball podcast. Right.
Okay.
But here's the thing I was talking to Dre about a few days ago. The Knicks have a defensive problem.
Yeah.
Right. And
Right.
here's a defensive problem. In drop coverage, we drop back too far on drop. We don't drop back to the level of the shooter. We drop back to the level of the rim threat. And there's a difference. The shooters are on the perimeter, right? And historically, what you do is you drop back to the level of the shooter. That way, the defenders on the side of you can scramble and cover the shooters. That way, if they dump the ball into the post, you can pinch that man in the post. And if he passes, you have a guy behind you that can protect the rim when you are away. But what happens is with the Knicks is we drop down to the level of the rim threat. And so now our defenders have to cover the elbows, the wing, and the deep corners. And so what that does is it looks like RJ Barrett is always closing out late. It's because he is, right? But it's not because he is physically slow. It's because he has too much responsibility. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing on the other side of the floor with Dante DiVincenzo and Randall and Brunson. Somebody has to guard the top of the key, which is usually our best defender. Say it to be DiVincenzo, right?
Point of attack.
So, yeah. And so so that leaves Brunson, Randall, and RJ to guard the wings. And first of all, if it looks like the shot is going up, Randall ain't even going out there. He gonna rebound. He ain't gonna contest. That's too far for a 250-pound dude to run. So he gonna take his chances. Randall is in his mind is saying 6 out of 10 times these people are gonna miss. So in those 6 out of 10 times, I'm gonna be there to rebound. Right? On RJ's side, RJ is gonna be like, no, they put me on the side of the most skilled shooter. So the skilled shooter is only gonna miss 5 out of 10 times. So we can't let people get half and half on. When a 3-point shooter shoots 50% from the floor, they're gonna keep shooting. They're gonna be a threat for the rest of the game, and you don't want them to get hot. So what the Knicks have been doing, right? Excuse me. With Mitch, they've been dropping down to the shooter, right? With Hartenstein, they're trying to do a little of both, and he can't figure out which one to be at, and it's not his fault. Because Mitch is going to take one thing away. Mitch is going to take away the guy at the rim. Hartenstein is zoned up trying to take away both, but he's not a full-time starter. This is new for him, right? So he got to figure this thing out. So with that said, what you're seeing is the points against for us skyrocket. A team almost scored 140 points on us in 48 minutes, right? So the thing is, when it looks like our defenders are bad, the scheme is outdated. And it's outdated. It's outdated because you don't have an elite athlete to do RJ Barrett's role. RJ Barrett is doing the very best he can in this role, right? But RJ Barrett is a 6'6" average athlete that can be stiff at times, right? But if that was a 6'7" Kelly Oubre, then now you're talking about not only is he taller and longer than RJ Barrett, he's quick twitch and he's bouncier and more athletic than RJ Barrett. So
And he could
now he
close
can
out for
go
him.
and cover these guys and make them reverse the ball and make it easier for Julius Randle on the other side of the floor to attack closeouts, because behind Randle, Hartenstein goes from one side of the paint to the other as the ball moves around the perimeter. Now Julius Randle doesn't have to hear the word go. He's gone anticipating the pass, right? And you don't see Randle having to close 20 feet on a three-point shooter. But the thing about that is Tom Thibodeau had this problem when Mitchell Robinson was healthy, right? When you run out, when your perimeter defenders are Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, and Dante
RJ.
DiVincenzo, and
DiVincenzo.
RJ, you were going to have these problems. And what happened is initially at the beginning of the season, it worked at the beginning of the season, right? Because what
Teams
happened
got
is
film. Teams get film and studies.
what happened. We were covering it like fire ants at a picnic, but what teams started doing, right? They were like, instead of having a power forward be the threat at the rim, having the center be the threat at the rim, we'll have our power forward be the threat at the rim and have the center stretched all the way out to the perimeter. So that pulled Mitch away from the rim, and now your weak side, your rim protection is Julius Randle covering the rim with RJ Barrett as your weak side defender.
And if you pass the ball more than 2 times, you're gonna get a look.
We getting beat. Yeah,
because you can't beat the ball at that point.
Yep, because the ball is faster than the man. And I'm sorry about sounding all basketball-y, right? But that was our issue. And you couple that with guys looking to save energy in order to be good offensive players at the other end. And then now you got a system that's outdated with guys that are given about 80% effort because they have to also be the main offensive guys. And now you're getting plays like Jalen Brunson taking charges at the rim and Julius Randle not closing out on the perimeter like a wing player should.
Right. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the system is outdated because part of the reason is like the style of player that we like isn't conducive or what's in right now in the NBA circles. Because like traditionally, or I don't want to say traditionally, but the way teams build around 2 offensive weapons in today's game is like, yo, get me 2 to 3 versatile wing defenders to flank them. Like if you look at the Nuggets, they got Aaron Gordon and KCP on the court in their main units, and then they try to make MPJ just be tall. Just try to be tall.
That's it.
Just be tall. Word.
Don't reach. Just put your hands up.
Yeah.
And that works for them where they're a top 10 defense, or they were 10-11 last year. That's good enough when you're a top 1 offense or top 2 offense.
Right.
But
and you have an MVP.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why they have the top 1-2 offense. Him.
Right. But what I was also going to mention is, and then in the playoffs, because
they get respect from the reps and other things like that.
Well, that too, and it's like that movie Get Him to the Greek, where all the stuff don't matter. If you get Jamal Murray to the playoffs, Jamal Murray turns into a different guy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. So it's there's also that part to it too. You know what I'm saying? But my ultimately my thing is, the reason why I brought that up is because we think there are, that seltzer water has got me. But anyway, but we think we have answers in-house, but we don't have answers in-house. There's no way that you can fix it with the people that you have unless you start anticipating where the ball is going to go. And that's when you start getting backdoored. Cats start cutting on you because your head is turned.
You have to either have extremely high IQ basketball players that read tendencies and all these things. Like
do we have high Do we have high IQ basketball players on our team, Dre?
We
Not,
actually
We,
do, but
not
the thing is,
defensively, no.
I
I
was gonna
think
Defensively,
say
I think
this.
we're I think we're pretty average. I don't think we're stupid.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we're average, like
I
in
think
terms of
Quickly has the
skill.
highest basketball
I
IQ on the
think I
team, in
think
my
Q
opinion.
yeah, I think Brunson and IQ have the highest IQ
But I'm talking
basketball
about
Defensively,
insight.
defensively, though.
defensively, I would say
I'm
in
talking about
terms of highest.
on ball, off ball.
McBride.
I'm talking about defense and offense. Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta say
but
McBride. He plays
if
more.
yeah, I'd say McBride. But if we're talking about straight team defense,
Yeah, quickly.
I would have to say quickly for certain. I mean, it's very evident in our splits on defense when he's on the court, when he's off. And I'd say quickly, then I'd say Dante for
Mm,
Yeah,
in
because
terms of
both of them
a
okay.
team
contest the
defense.
Okay.
passes. Yeah, both contest the passes, and quickly just seems to be more on time with it. He doesn't miss as much as DiVincenzo does.
But they both do it in different ways. Like
Yeah,
Dante is more physical with it,
yeah,
and quickly is more cerebral with it. Like he'll
Yeah.
scatter and fly all over the perimeter and catch rotations.
And
Hmm.
just
Go
real
ahead,
quick,
Freeze.
I think there's a difference. So I think DiVincenzo and McBride are more instinctual defenders,
yes,
right? And I think
Raptor.
Quickly is the more cerebral defender, calling out the offense. Like Quickly is calling out the offense before they cross half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Quickly is looking at personnel, like the transition. You know, what I'm saying where people are going, and he's like, "Yo,
Like he's reading the plays.
bulldog, yeah, yeah,
He's reading the plays. He
yeah,
has a higher IQ. That's what I mean. Like he
yeah."
can see the pass. He can see things a lot. He's more accurate going at it
And you
than
know what's
DiVincenzo is,
and you
and
know
he's
what's funny?
better because
Oh,
he's not just doing it against normal guys. He's doing it against Dame. Like I've seen him get a steal off of Dame's pass. I've seen him mess up a pass to where DiVincenzo got the steal. Like he know he. I even seen him go between a person's leg to go under and tap the ball out just enough to make
Hmm.
him mess up and get a shot clock violation. So
Hmm.
then,
I, I I was gonna say, and then if after them, I'd say to be absolutely honest, Freezy, I think Hartenstein is probably one of the smarter defenders on our team. It's
Yeah, I
just
think so.
Mm.
it's just sometimes he's trying to process so much and try to make up so much ground, and he physically can't do it.
Right.
So he's
And
caught in no man's land, and sometimes it's like
but the reason why is because the things they tell him in the
yeah,
huddle and in practice when they get on the floor, it don't work. So you got to make adjustments on the fly.
yeah, and it's
Hmm.
like paralysis by
Yeah,
analysis when he's
yeah,
on the court, where it's just like,
I like
damn,
that analogy.
I gotta be
Paralysis by
here, I gotta be
analysis.
here, I gotta be here. So it looks rough in the first quarter, and then
Hmm.
as the game goes along, the defense picks up
right.
slowly but surely. But to be absolutely honest, like we played pretty solid defense against the Bucks a lot for a lot of that game. To be honest with
But
you,
how many times
literally
we done played them so far, Dre? How many?
like
We had
four
to do
times.
something.
4 times.
We had
Four
to do
times.
something.
Hold on, they are they are playing at the highest level offensively in the entire
And
NBA.
yeah,
Facts. That's a fact. That is a fact.
the 3 times that they won, they shot over 42% from three. They
No,
field
over
goal
50,
percentage was like
over
60.
We
50.
had to get
Yeah,
one.
No,
like they
they
had
shot
these
over 50 from
miraculous
three.
numbers that beat us. That's what I was saying. Like if you really think about
It's
it, this
not
team is good.
miraculous. I would
No,
say
no, no.
it's not miraculous. It's
What
just
I'm
they
saying is, I've never
go
heard of a team play us and be consistent at shooting 60% from the field. Those numbers are unheard of. Like for them to be that accurate against us, they're a good team. But what I'm simply trying to say is they're already a good team against everyone else against in the league. But when they're not, hold on. But when they're not shooting like they did last game,
I'm not laughing
you
at
see
you.
how we are the better team. That's what I'm saying. We have to
I
fight out, scratch, dog like we did last game. That's how we
And
win.
can we just keep it a stack? If we just keep it a stack, we shut down the role players. That was it.
yeah,
Mm.
It ain't rocket science.
I was gonna say that like that was the main difference between the two games. Like the first game,
DSJ
Malik
crazy.
Beasley and Portis did whatever they wanted to do. They came back and they didn't really do anything. If you look at their top three guns got like damn near 90 points altogether. So in the last game,
Their
but their role
bench.
players didn't really get off as much as they did in the prior games. But we were
Mhm.
better against them that last game. But the
Right.
Bucks play a style where it's like they'll take what you give them. So
Dre.
they took all those open
Hmm.
threes because we gave it to them and they made them.
Right.
It's like we can't really just say
Right, right. All right. So
they
now, when you
shot.
said that,
Go ahead.
you don't think you don't think that Josh Hart killed us when he was? They left him immediately wide open because they knew homeboy wasn't gonna make that shot. You don't think
They,
you don't think that was a liability?
even if he makes it like 4 times in a row, they're just not gonna honor it. They,
Right.
they don't
Right.
they don't they just don't respect each other. Like they think last year's is an outlier year, so they're
Right.
just not gonna overreact to him. And to be absolutely honest, a lot of the times he's a self check. Like he'll pump
Mm,
fake when nobody's coming.
that's what I'm. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to hear that. Yes,
And
he'll pump fake
for that,
nobody
like
nowhere.
we may get on RJ for like not being consistent, but for sure he gonna put that ball out. Like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna waste nobody time with an
Right.
open shot.
Right.
But I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That last game, Josh Hart was bad for all his minutes, but like 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
he played 28 minutes. He was trash for about 22 of them, but
Mm.
6 of them he was really good, which is what got us over the top to win the game.
Well,
But you
like
can't,
you said, you can't
That's
pay a
why he
high
deserved
energy
that. That's
guy.
why he deserved
What
that contract, bro.
contract? Yep.
but you can't
Mm-hmm.
play like that for all them minutes consistently like that. It just drives me insane. But I digress. Like I think we did a lot of good things defensively. We in the first 3 quarters, I feel like we ran the role players off the line, particularly
Right.
Beasley. Beasley only took 2
Mm-hmm.
shots, and
Okay.
because we
Mm-hmm.
kind of mitigated him, they benched him and they went with
Mm-hmm.
Pat Connaughton,
Mm-hmm.
and that I think we got them out of we got their role players out of rhythm. Like the stars are going to be the stars. I think Dame had 30. I believe
Yeah.
Giannis had close to 30 or 30.
Yeah.
Middleton was hitting
I think it
everything he
was
put up.
27, 28.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
they did what they were supposed to do individually, but we shut off their water with their role players. I feel
Yeah.
like, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
difference. And to be absolutely honest, that was the difference in the other game too, because RJ was trash, IQ was trash, Josh Hart was trash in the prior game.
Hmm.
It was Brunson and Randall that basically did what they normally do, and that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of what you expect, right? You expect your star players to play like stars.
Yeah.
It's getting the other guys to pitch in and be consistent. And we gotta do something about these Quickley minutes. Like Quickley needs to play more than 22 minutes. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Or
That
8
is a
in
fact,
the
Dre.
first half. No, you can't. Like I understand like why Tibbs is doing it, but you gotta get those minutes from somewhere else. You
We're
gotta
gonna
figure
wind
it
up
out.
losing that dude, man. We're gonna wind up losing Dre. I mean, we gonna wind up
I mean, we
losing
gonna
Dre.
trade him.
We ain't never losing Dre. I'm talking about IQ. we gonna wind up losing IQ, man.
Don't
I
put that
see
out
it.
there, man. Do not put that out there.
Okay, BT. I mean,
Somebody
come
gonna come
on,
and get
bruh.
mad.
Because he got to get his contract is about to come up. He betting on himself.
Right.
It was not. And if you got Brunson the head of, that's steering the ship, Quickly can
Okay,
steer the ship too.
to be honest with
We're
you,
gonna
you really
lose
don't
him.
even know what their
You
plan
ain't
is
gonna pay.
next
You're
year.
not gonna pay.
For,
Hold on, BT. Hold on. You're not gonna pay big money for a dude that's coming off the bench. Stop. It's not gonna happen, bro. He wants to be a
Okay.
starter,
what
and
I'm
you got
saying is,
Brunson.
what I was going to say is this: because of what we just explained about how IQ's
Mm-hmm.
defense is, how his rating is, how he's able to read that. Don't you think that if they were to re-sign him, he would be on a starting
But he already
team?
told you what he thought.
No, I'm just saying they're gonna re-sign him. They have to because they see this shit at
No,
Brunson
you
is
say,
having
but you said
problems.
don't you? But you said don't you think that man already
Yeah,
told you what he thought?
based off of what we've seen this season with IQs, I don't understand how
Am I
you don't
listening
think
too
that.
hard? Am I
No, no,
listening
no.
too hard?
I'm saying, I don't understand how you don't think that they're gonna re-sign him based off of IQ's ability defensively and everything
That
that he
man not gonna.
contributes,
He gonna
and
be
as
the
well
highest
as
paid
him helping
person
out
off the bench.
Brunson being the
I
second
don't
ball
think
handler.
it's a matter of speculation, bro. It's I think it's as simple as Quickly wants to be a starter and get paid starters money.
Facts.
And the year he became available, you gave Josh Hart $20 million a year to come off the bench. So
You see?
Quickly is gonna want more than $20 million because you gave Josh Hart $20 million.
I'd pay him 23 mil to start with Brunson next year. That's what I'd do. But that's me. You guys are right.
Now, in my
Yeah.
opinion, that gonna be
Tibbs' mind, he doesn't want to put 2 small guards together. So
Mm-hmm.
two guards of like
We're gonna wind up
size.
losing him. We're gonna
Don't
lose him.
matter. Look, this is what
He
we
could come
got.
back, but we're
You
gonna
We
can
lose
got
say
him.
it
two.
don't matter, but talking about.
In my mind, I think he don't. I think in my mind he doesn't want to start quickly and then not have a point guard on the bench. I don't think they trust McBride.
Yeah.
I think if McBride, if Deuce McBride had stepped up and showed he could run the second unit, Quickly would be starting.
But this is the
Yeah.
problem, though. But this is the problem, though, Freezie. You can't be thinking about shifting your lineups like it's a hockey shift or something. Like
Right.
teams stagger all the time.
Right. No, I know. I get that part. Right. I get.
We trade him for. We want to trade for DeJounte. We know he's a point guard, right? He comes here, he's gonna start, right?
But he's been playing the two for the last 2 years, though.
Exactly.
But he's still like, for instance, Freezie. He'll start here and then immediately we'll stagger them and have him run the second unit or something.
As a point guard, so he'll start as a 2 guard and be a point guard with the second team.
It's literally the same thing. It's the same thing that we're talking about in terms of staggering. But
why?
But he'll
wait. Can you explain that one more time?
It's the same concept. Like if we're talking about staggering, right?
Staggering with who though?
Quickly and Brunson in terms of staggering the point guard position.
No, you mentioned Murray, right?
I'm saying if we had, hypothetically speaking, if we had DeJounte Murray,
okay,
we would start him next to Brunson,
right?
And we would stagger them. One or the other would always be on the court at the point guard position at all times, no matter what. There won't be a complete line shift where all 5 come out and a new lineup from the bench comes in, and that'll be a bench point guard. Like I think. I personally think it's
let me throw a fly in the ointment, just a little bit, right? I think if you get DeJounte Murray, I think you're permanently moving Jalen Brunson off the ball to be a scoring weapon, right? Even when Quickley and Brunson are on the floor, I think Quickley is still the point guard, so that Brunson can do what he does best.
But here's the thing, Freezie. When I say stagger, even if you view him as off ball, when DeJounte goes to the bench, Brunson is going to be starting. Is going to be in the game at the point guard position. That's what I mean, stagger. So it doesn't even matter. Like the position itself, it's interchangeable. It's
right. Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. So even if you're saying like Brunson is off ball,
right?
When DeJounte or IQ goes to the bench and he's the lone point guard, yeah, you'll just assume that position. It's just Dre, it's not that complicated.
But Dre, why not just pay Quickley and do that already? He already knows the system.
Because we're going to trade him.
Because you don't have three interchangeable guards.
Yep, that's a fact.
No, because he said if we had,
I heard him. I heard what he said.
I heard what I'm saying is rather use Murray the way you use Murray, just use IQ that same
because
way.
You don't have 3 interchangeable guards.
Okay, because I must not understand this. So you're saying Murray Quickley?
I don't think you're listening to him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand
it works when you have 3 interchangeable guards. Right now you don't have 3. Right now you have 2.
I see what. Okay,
like
okay.
DeJounte is a big point guard. So he in Tibbs' mind, he's more comfortable starting him at the quote unquote 2 or the 1, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Position, like it's just guard for Tibbs, right? Yeah. Big guard, little guard. That's how Tibbs thinks, right? He doesn't want to have 2 little guards. He wants big guard, little guard. That's what he wants,
right?
And that's why Quickly doesn't start. Now, in theory, I understand what he's thinking in that way. But in practicality, when you look on the court, when you look at splits, like we beat teams up when Quickley and Brunson are on the court at the same time. Like we win those minutes by a wide margin, and we win the minutes normally when Quickley's on the court. So in general, so I get.
And these are facts, by the way. This is not conjecture by Dre. These are facts. The data supports this.
Yeah.
The Knicks are better with Quickley on the floor, and not by like a small margin. Last time I checked, it's noticeable. Like the Knicks know they are better with Quickley on the floor.
But in Tibbs' mind is like he knows Like he values this is two
Okay.
things that Tibbs values over anything.
Freezie, I'm sorry. Dre,
Rem-
Freezie, I'm gonna step off for a minute, man. I got to do something real quick, man. I'll be back. I'll be
Peace,
right back.
Willie.
All right, man.
All right,
Okay.
peace,
Peace,
man.
Willie.
Much
Yeah,
love,
hey,
man.
don't
Happy
let
holidays.
that coleslaw get hot, bro. Please.
Nah, he already had it in the microwave with the chicken. He forgot to take
Ah!
He
it
got it
out.
on the stove bubbling,
Look
just
at
like his
him, man.
guts.
I'm out of here,
Left it in
man.
the
I'm
microwave
going.
with the chicken, bro. He
I'm
forgot.
going,
Have a
man.
good one.
Listen, I'm out, man. Happy holidays. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
All right, buff.
All right,
All right,
much love, man. Much love to
all right.
y'all, man. For real. Word.
Okay,
Peace.
so Dre, real quick, let me just see if I can understand what you're saying. You're saying that with Murray, him and Brunson is enough of a good mix up because you can have
It's
uh,
complementary to
yeah,
Tibbs.
you can have Devontae Murray play the point guard and have him at the shooting guard rather than have Brunson at the shooting guard and have Quickley at the point guard and try to match it up that way because it's a disadvantage. That's what you were saying.
In Tibbs' mind, it's more complimentary to
Okay.
have a big guard with a little
Okay.
guard.
'Cause I was
And
saying I was gonna say
and
put I
well,
was
one
gonna
other.
do
Hold on.
what your boy was talking about. I thought that would be a good idea, but the way you explained it, I can
I
see
don't,
that.
hold on. And one more thing, like Tibbs values these two things more than anything. He needs a rim protector and
Yep.
he needs a point of attack defender.
Yep.
And Dante does point of attack better than Quickly does.
Right.
So does Grimes, which is why they both started.
Right.
Now, if we're talking about over the course of games, yeah, Quickly is better than Dante. Quickly is also better than Grimes by a wide margin. But in Tibbs' mind is like, yo, I need one guy to be able to navigate these pick and rolls, and I need one guy on the back end. So I need Dante, I need Grimes, I need Mitch to do those things, to be my crash dummies,
Right.
basically.
Right.
And while Quickly is damn near elite as a team defender, he's not the point of attack guy, which is essential to what Tibbs wants in a starting lineup. So you notice when Quickly comes off the bench or plays with the bench unit, Quickly's never the point of attack guy. It's like Hart or even sometimes RJ. He'll do that with those guys instead of Quickly. And Quickly is on the other side, like playing free safety, organizing everyone, making sure our rotations are straight.
Yep.
So we don't allow easy buckets. But I understand why Tibbs is like that. Like I put it this way: if Quickly woke up tomorrow and he was 6'4.5", he probably would start. But he's 6'2".
Yeah. I see
And
what
not
you're saying. Yeah.
it quickly woke up tomorrow and was 6'4", 220, he started.
With the same ability. Yeah.
He started.
Yeah. Yeah.
But because he's really like 195, 6'2", 6'1", Tibbs is like, I'm not gonna
If
use this
Quickly
lineup
is
unless
6'1",
it's
Jalen Brunson is 5'9".
Yeah, it's 6'1" and
Because they have them
6'2",
listed at the same
basically.
height, which is weird.
Yeah. You got 6'2" and
we
6'1",
know
so
we
yeah.
know when they next to each other, one basically is like a forehead's worth over the other one. So
Yeah.
it's this is one of those things where it's like, yeah,
One's by his ears.
Tibbs is not gonna use Quickly, especially in first halves like that. Now, when it comes to winning time, he wants to use them like break in case of
Let me
emergency.
ask you a question. I think fits the conversation, but it's away from Quickly.
Mhm.
If Minnesota offered you Jaden McDaniels for Julius Randle straight up, would you take it?
No,
No.
you can't do that. Because who are you gonna replace that production with? You would like to think it's RJ, but he's not there. You would like to think maybe he can with having lesser responsibility on defense because Jaden would do it, right? But it's
But then the offense and also the impact.
I'm gonna keep it real with you though, Freezie. This last stretch that Randall's been on, like this tear. I don't know.
You preaching to the choir, brother. I've been telling you
Even
about
last
Randall.
game.
I've been telling y'all about Randall forever. And y'all, man,
Yeah.
you just got Randall number tattooed on your heart. Yeah, I know.
Even when we lost.
Freezie got Randall's jersey in his rafters right now.
Yeah, right
Even
now.
when we lost, Even when we lost to the Bucks 2 games ago, you saw him flexing. I was like, "Whoa, that Randall looking like that, man." Even though we lost, I still liked him because he still put forth the
Would you
effort.
trade Randall for Jonathan Kuminga straight up?
No,
No, I wouldn't trade Randall. I'm not. No.
Kaminga's gonna be good though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not now.
he's slowly starting to figure it out, but I think it's partially to do with Chris Paul a little bit.
Yeah.
Young guys always seem to figure it out when Chris Paul's around.
But that's what Dre. That's why I was saying, bro. We should have traded for Chris Paul, bro. We should have took that money. So
I even said
what? He
Westbrook.
made 30-something million.
And get rid of Fournier with it.
Yeah. So what? Yeah.
I would have took Westbrook at this point. Have him come off the bench.
Oh
Man,
you bugging.
What?
Nah.
How he's been playing with the Clippers and how he is as a team player, man.
There's
But-
3
but
Hall of
S-
Famers on that team, by the way.
Yeah. And
Besides him.
SGA had 2 years of Chris Paul, right?
Yeah, he
2 years of Chris
blossomed.
Paul, and look, and that dude went from 10 points a game to league MVP.
Or he's definitely gonna finish top 5 this year.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, he league MVP, bro. When I look at that Oklahoma City roster,
Who?
if they
SGA?
if they took out if they take SGA
Okay.
out of that
That's
lineup,
lottery. That's a
bro, they have
lottery.
lottery team, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Nah.
They
Nah,
a
yeah,
lottery
yeah.
team. Yeah, okay. Oh, if they take out SGA, who's their starting point guard?
Giddy. That's what it was last year.
Yeah,
Y'all
they're a
laugh,
lottery
but
team,
that's
bro.
who it was
I'm
last
saying,
year.
but Giddy's too flawed of a player.
Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Yeah,
Nobody,
he's
bro.
a seasoned-
look, I'm
decent
just telling you what it was last year. That's what it was last year.
Nah, but I'm
SGA
talking
was
about.
the
We talking about this year. I'm saying
Giddy
if-
probably
if-
gets
and you-
3 or 4 easy assists off of just SGA.
Yeah.
just off
every
of
game.
and Chet.
Yep.
Chet. Yeah, I saw Giddy get a rebound and just throw it to Chet, and Chet just weave through the defense and dunk. And on the stat sheet, it looked like Giddy made a great play.
He had 9 assists last game.
Yeah, Josh Giddy is Boomer Esiason, bro.
Hey, look, he had a boot single. He tell people it's a line drive.
It was a laser. On the stat sheet, it looked, in the book, it looked like a laser, bro. You know what I'm saying? The score book, it looked like a laser.
Yo, he
Yeah,
said
but if you
Boomer
take it,
Esiason.
but if you take it, no lie, if you take Embiid off the Sixers right now, I think Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey could keep that team afloat.
I
Right?
don't think
And
Maxey.
if you take Jokic off that team, say you take Jokic off the team for 30 games, right? I think that team can go 15-15.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Because they're just that good. They have the championship DNA. If you take Tatum off of the Celtics, bro,
Oh, they still a playoff team.
Yeah. They got Porzingis.
right? But if you take SGA off of OKC,
Yeah.
and you're
That's
talking
a
about you running
dramatic.
Casey Wallace, Josh Giddey, and Trey Mann is your backcourt.
Jalen
And
Williams.
Jalen
but
Williams?
He's not ready. Jalen Williams not ready to.
I do know this though. I'm gonna say this though. When Jalen,
Yeah, I
Jalen-
love it, man. When I prove my point, man, my point.
no,
is
you're right
down.
because Jason
But
Tatum
Freezie-
is like
but Freezie,
when
I had to
Jason
I had
Tatum.
to-
Oh,
My
no,
fault.
my fault.
Oh, my
I was gonna
fault.
say
My
when
fault. Go ahead.
Jason Tatum's off the court, he's like a -40, but when he's on the court, he's a +40 for Boston. So, but I was gonna say that's the same effect that SGA has.
But the point is not he's still in those games. What I'm
No,
saying
no.
is wipe him off the map.
Oh, okay.
Off the
Yeah,
map.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. They're
Off,
barely
off
a
the
playoff
map.
team.
The Celtics are still good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, they're barely a playoff team.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like for
You're
instance, if you wipe Randall off the map of this team,
yeah, we're not making it.
We're playing.
We're not even. No, we're not a player.
maybe
Magic, Indiana, Miami. Like, there's a lot of teams that are down that are gonna come up for that spot.
right? You know, when we lost Mitch, bro.
Yeah.
When we lost Mitch, bro, we started leaking oil, bro.
Like, if we had Mitch and Randall, we were trading him, and Mitch was healthy, maybe we'll be a playing team.
I'll give you another example. If you wipe Giannis off the map, Bobby Portis is not a
Nice.
bad replacement.
Yeah.
Now,
If he gets the
You're-
usage, he'll get you 20.
yeah,
good
yeah,
efficiency,
I think
regardless.
he'll give you 20 and 8, 20 and 9.
And
But
your
not
offense will slow
permanently.
down.
He's not a permanent 20 and 9 player because if he was, he'd be a starter somewhere else, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is if you wipe Giannis off the map, you still have Middleton, Lillard,
Lopez,
Portis.
Portis.
You know what I'm saying?
Freezie, this is what I was saying about SGA last year because remember they lost Chet. They were bad. They were a terrible team.
But they didn't lose. He never played for them
He
last
never
year.
That's what
played.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. But I'm saying, hold on, it's a bad team that didn't even get their lottery pick to play for them.
Right.
So
Right.
they didn't even get that addition in talent. And
Right.
they had no reason to be in that playing outside of SGA. And they were benching it. They were resting SGA every other game down the stretch, and they still made it to the playing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. My thing is, for instance, if you wipe Zion off the map, I think the Pelicans might be better.
Yep. Yeah,
You
because
know
they.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I
You-
agree
you-
with that one.
That leave more Trey Murphy minutes.
yeah, more Trey Murphy, more Najee
Herb
Marshall,
Jones will be
more
playing more
Herb
minutes.
Jones,
Yeah.
more Brandon Ingram,
Ingram.
That shooter
Yeah.
they got from Connecticut, he's
Jordan
out of
Hawkins.
the rotation. He's out of the rotation, but he was lining it up when he was in the rotation.
Once he gets his defense together, bro,
Yeah.
he gonna be that
Yeah.
dude, bro.
I heard
He's
OG's
CJ
on the
McCollum.
market. I heard OG is on the market. Like Toronto's want to get rid of them bad. So I'm just letting y'all know that I heard that like one of my guys I listen to, Sports Fluent, he was saying he had insider knowledge that OG is like bad blood and they want him out of Toronto. So I was like, okay.
Masai has these outrageous costs that he asks.
Oh, I know, but what I'm saying is
he be asking for 3 firsts, a player,
I don't want
a
him
young
here.
player, and a vet.
No damn.
I don't want him here, but they looking like they're gonna trade him for whatever they can get for him. So I'm just saying, some people who are desperate right now talk about, oh, we need to make a move.
Would you trade Randall for Cade Cunningham?
No,
That's a tough question, Freezie.
no.
I'm definitely doing it.
Because that
And I love Randall, by the way. Randall, if you watching, bro, sorry.
Randall is gonna perform at a high level for the next 2 years. Cade got like the next 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Cade because what Cade offers is all the stuff Jay was talking about that Tibbs likes.
He's a big point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you do that, that means you're doubling.
Well.
But
and
if
he
you
want
do
to win,
that,
bro. You saw he lost the other night, and that man was crying when he was walking off the floor, bro. Y'all saw
but
that?
you do that, you should double it down on Tibbs.
Monty Williams is ruining. No, well, Tibbs would really love him if he was 6'4".
No, but what I'm saying is if that's the case about Cade, you're gonna trade Randall for him, then we might as well re-sign
No,
Tibbs.
I'm not looking to trade him for him.
No, I'm saying if you do that, I feel that you will re-sign Tibbs because just like Dre said, he's better. He fits the system.
No,
that means you're going to double down on him.
Those two don't have to be that way, bro. Like Dre just said, you got Cade for 12 more years, bro. You got Brunson for what, 4 more years? You got Cade for 12 more, so you don't have to box yourself in with anything, right? Ironically, I love Randall, bro. I think Randall, if he makes the All-Star team, man, he's a top 10 Knick forever. If Randall makes the All-Star team and All NBA, he's a top 10 Knick of all time. And I'm sorry, Bernard King, but Randall just bumped you out of the top 10.
Ooh,
right? Yeah, because
Bernard King got to go.
Bernard King's best seasons, he had one great season in New York.
Yeah, we were bad.
Yeah, one great season. Bernard King has been in Golden State and Utah, New Jersey, Washington, all these other places, bro. No disrespect to Bernard King, but a top 10 only have 10 spaces in it.
Yeah.
It's like the Jay Dilla argument. No disrespect to Jay Dilla, but a top 10 only has 10 spots. You know what I'm saying? So if you put Jay Dilla in your top 10, that means Pete Rock or somebody has to go. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, in my mind, Randall saved New York Knicks basketball. In my mind,
yeah.
In my mind, Randall saved New York Knicks basketball, bro. Because we watched for years. Dre, you remember when every year the Knicks had a different power forward? Remember that?
Oh my God!
Even in the same season.
Yeah, every year they were like, "Oh man, we're gonna start Lance Thomas at the Lance." Oh my God! Did I just say Lance Thomas' name out loud,
We gave that man 4 years, 28 million.
bro? We're gonna start Jared Jeffries at the 4.
That was awesome. That was
Jared
a great
Jeffries,
idea.
bro.
Chap lipped ass Jared Jeffries.
Bro, how you got chapped lips in New York City, bro?
How you making millions and you can't afford no Vaseline?
Chapstick? Yeah, bro. You can't just go to the trainer's room and just take a big ass gob of Vaseline and just take it home, bro. You can't just go get, bro. Jared Jeffries has 6'11" hands, bro. You just can't take a big 6'11" hands worth of Vaseline and just put it in your bag.
In a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, come
And
on, bro.
walk out with it.
And one time he wasn't even getting his hair cut, bro.
Oh my God.
You remember that? Jared Jeffries, get your hair cut, man. But anyways. So I'm not trying to trade Randall, but there are certain trades that if we can get younger, like would I do a Randall for Cade and Jalen Duren?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Why would we get him back? We should have just kept him to begin with.
Absolutely, bro. We getting, you know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing, Dre. I think here's the other thing I wanted to talk about to you too, while the mics were live. And BT, just hear me out, right? Because BT gonna want to cut me off before he hear everything else. BT,
Yep.
just hear me out on it, right? If I'm the Golden State Warriors, I'm offering Steph Curry to the Charlotte Hornets for Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, and 3 unprotected first-round picks. Dre, would you do that deal if you're Golden State?
Which side? Who is? Yes.
Yeah,
BT,
it's
BT,
Stephen,
BT, would you,
Wardell,
BT, would you,
Lord Curry.
BT, if you're Golden State, would you do that? Would
Yes,
you take?
yes, because this will be the highest value I could get for Stephen Wardell, the third Curry. Yes, splasher and rainer of threes. Get Brad Miller 3 unprotected picks and LaMelo. What?
It's a franchise reset.
That is, and that's within the same year. Just like how LA did it last year, but they didn't win the chip. You're gonna make a good run with. I'd do that if I was Golden State. Problem is, will Charlotte do it?
Absolutely, Charlotte's
Could
gonna
you
do it
imagine Kaminga on a fast break with LaMelo?
with LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Andrew Wiggins.
And both of those guys could give you 20. Like Miller could give you 20 in that system, and then LaMelo, he probably could give you 30 with like 10 or 11 assists. He'll be like Halliburton that could score.
And so here's the reason why Charlotte does it. Charlotte has never in their franchise history ever had a top 10 player in their prime. Ever.
Wait, not even Glenn Rice?
BT. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying, not even Glenn Rice. I thought he was a top 10. That's why I was asking.
Man, you cut me off to say Glenn Rice, bro. This man cut me chat. This man cut me off to say Glenn Rice, bro.
Glenn Rice's best years was on the Heat.
With Miami, I know. I'm just joking. Go ahead. My fault.
The thing is okay. So first of all, Glenn Rice was never a top 10 player. Let's relax, right? All right. So here's the reason why Charlotte does it, right? For multiple reasons. For one, Steph grew up in the Charlotte area, right? Steph Curry went to Davidson, right? 3, when you go to Charlotte Hornets games, every home game, their home crowd is outsold by the visitor. And it doesn't even matter if it's Atlanta or the Washington Wizards, right? Charlotte, the Washington Wizards at Charlotte, there'd be more Wizards fans there than Charlotte Hornets fans, right? And I know for those on the outside looking in, they're like, so what? Man, it's only ticket sales. No. Charlotte does it to raise the profile of the Charlotte Hornets, right? Because, listen, I went to a Knicks game at Spectrum Center, and they announced the New York Knicks, right?
MSG South.
And when they said Kemba Walker's name, the roof came off the building and there. And Kemba Walker was a Knick, right? And so they put the roof back on with duct tape and staples and bubble gum. And then they said RJ Barrett's name, and the whole stadium collapsed. They love RJ Barrett in Charlotte for some reason. I don't even know why.
He
I
went to
mean,
Duke,
but the
brother.
roof
It's Duke.
came off the building in
Duke.
Charlotte, right? And so here's the thing. Then they announced the starters. They starters, LaMelo Ball. And you could legit hear somebody filing their nails like,
You forget that he's one of the most exciting players in the league.
yeah, bro, they announced Miles Bridges, and you could hear a rat piss on cotton, bro.
Wow.
Right? And so the thing is, if you're Charlotte, right, you're not going anywhere in the immediate future. Charlotte is probably what, 2 real moves away. If they get Steph, they'll probably still be 2 moves away, right? Right. But you get the most popular Charlotte son ever, right? In Charlotte, and his dad is a comment. I met Del Curry on the steps. This little kid had met Jay Boogie, the dude, no lie, true story. This little kid walked up and was like, "That's Jay Boogie," and the little kid started crying. Little white boy couldn't have been no more than 7, right? He's like, "That's Jay Boogie." He started crying tears, and his pops, he's looking to his pops like, "Can we talk to him? Can we talk to him?" And the dude, the father walks up to Jay Boogie like, "Hey, Mr. Jay Boogie, I'm sorry to." And Jay Boogie see the kid crying like, "Yo, what you crying for?" He's like, "I can't believe it's you." True story. I promise you, I'll get Jay Boogie ass on the phone, hand to the man this happened in Charlotte, right? So while Jay Boogie is signing this man's phone and Jay Boogie took the little boy phone and was taking selfies in it with him and the little boy, right? Del Curry is coming down the steps, right? And I see Del Curry, and he look at me, and he did the little thing, "Hey, brother," and I'm like, "I remember you," and he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember you from Cleveland," and he's like, "Cleveland," and I was like, "Yeah," and no lie, Del Curry was like, "Man, how old are you?" And I'm like, "Y'all gotta relax, bro. Well, all this human resources stuff, bro. Why?" Yeah, well, yo, why people need to see my driver's license, bro? This now ain't the time. But I tell Del Curry a story where they had Craig Elo, Kevin Johnson, Mark Price, him, and Ron Harper all at the same time.
Mark
And
Price.
All
he
them
was like, "Yo,
shooters.
you remember that?" I was like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that, man. Yeah, man, I was it, man. I had just got out of high school, bro, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was." But anyway, the Charlotte thing, Charlotte does it as a business move, right? Because they're in a division where they're always going to be the 4th or 5th best team in their division, right? Depending on how good the Washington Wizards are, right? But when you look at Atlanta, Atlanta is 1 move away from bouncing back to respectability, right? Orlando, they're on a fast track, or Charlotte can't catch them right now. Charlotte has got to tank for 2 more years and hope that they hit on their draft picks in order to get on the same trajectory as Orlando, because Orlando had the number 1 pick and they also hit on Franz Wagner, right? So Charlotte has to hit on the number 1 pick when they get it in order for. But if you're Charlotte, are Charlotte fans really gonna wait around for another rebuild? Haven't they been rebuilding since Kemba left? They have. And even when Kemba was there, they were a play-in team. Charlotte does it for the business part of it to make them more attractive so they can leapfrog Orlando, Atlanta, Washington. Now, they won't leapfrog Miami, right? But they have to make a move to get back to relevance. They can't get a new stadium unless they sell tickets. They have to draw interest, right? But if you're Golden State, you know what you do? If you're Golden State, you get Steph Curry's contract off the books, right? You get Klay Thompson's contract off the books. He'll be a free agent. Now that Steph is gone, there's no pressure for you to re-sign Klay, right? And then what do you do with Draymond? right? You got Andrew Wiggins on a reasonable contract, and the only people you would need to extend, the only player that you would need to, because LaMelo has got his extension already. The only player that you would have to look to extend is Kaminga and whoever else they get in the Charlotte trade, right? Not Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's a rookie, but Dre, this is what your starting five looks like, right? LaMelo at the point, right? Wiggins or Miller at the 2, Wiggins or Miller at the 3, Kaminga at the 4, and Davis Jackson at the 5.
Oof.
And you have your first round picks, and you have Charlotte's 3 first round picks from Charlotte, and you have Chris Paul on deck to mentor LaMelo Ball for the rest of the season.
That's like the Lakers, like the Showtime Lakers, but it's in another team. Like that's oof. Golden State would
Who
be.
better?
The thing that's depressing about it is they could have just drafted LaMelo.
They could have, but they could have, right?
Yeah,
Oh, or and you know what they could have also done? They could have just let Clay walk, and they also could have just let Draymond walk. But
Draymond,
they chose not to do that. They chose to chase one more time, and it didn't work.
Well, the Draymond was re-signed. They can let Clay walk now, though.
yeah,
Right.
I'd do that because you
Clay was
guys
on a 4-year deal, so he just missed like all his deal with those injuries.
Right.
Golden State got younger if they do that trade, and they would have actually been still competitive to where they are, and they actually would have had a better run too. That would be a young, nice, up and coming team.
Right.
Like they would be good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
they
do
would
that
be,
trade.
and I think with that core, they'd be right where they are right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not that big of a change. They just got younger with talent that's gonna last them longer, so they have more opportunities to
Yeah,
win.
but the point I'm making though is it sounds like them rebuilding, right? Because in the rebuild, you start all over from scratch, and then you win in 17 games. But in this scenario, they don't rebuild from scratch, right? They're still a playoff contenderish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then at the same time, they still get draft picks. Bro, they can use Charlotte's pick and draft Cooper Flag, bro. And these dudes can mess around and get Cooper Flag, right? With Charlotte's pick, right? And you gave them Steph Curry, right? And listen, I know Steph Curry wants to be a Knick. I know that. Who doesn't know that Steph Curry wants to be a Knick? But if there is a secondary destination that Steph Curry would be open to going, I think it would be Charlotte.
It's right there. And his dad calls the games there, doesn't he?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yo, it's home. Yo, it's home for him, bro.
Well,
Bro, I
they
was
can
gonna
just ride out
go.
to the sunset.
We were gonna go to, no lie, this is like 2 years ago. We were gonna go to the Warriors Hornets game. I was in Charlotte for business. And we were gonna just go to the game, bro. And we saw the ticket prices. It's like, what the for Charlotte? No, bro. I'm not paying $1,100, bro, when them tickets are usually $399. I'm sorry.
How much?
$1,100. And they're usually $399.
hell no.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
going.
like the Nets when they had Jason Kidd. They were giving out those freaking tickets in my cafeteria at high school.
Right.
And then now all of a sudden you're gonna go from free tickets to that? No, that's not cool.
So y'all would consider that, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because then now you got Steph.
What percentage of it from 0 to 100%? Where are you at with it, BT, and doing that trade?
I'm about 90% because it helps out both businesses, especially Charlotte, because now Charlotte, they'll get the money they need. Steph can actually, he'll be older, of course, but he could actually redevelop the team into a nice team to where when he steps off, he rides off into the sunset. It's just dope. He stays home. He's there. He's with his dad. He could chill. He could relax. He could just play. He ain't got no stress like he does in. Because if you look at it now, the stress he has in Golden
But
State
the
ain't gonna be the same.
only pushback I get for that is Steph is still title hungry. Like he still
Yeah,
want he's still individually he wants a
he
title.
wants to be. He wants. I
Right.
honestly think he wants to be better than LeBron James. He wants to at least
Of
have
course.
5 rings. Like he, but
But oh,
hey,
I'm
LeBron James
I'm
got
I'm
5. I
I'm
got 5.
I'm 55-45.
Yeah.
okay. So, but here's the thing: all old players know are still title hungry because they know what their mortality is. But most of the NBA greats that are in the top 20 all time have all changed teams.
Yeah, yeah.
And it don't matter if you it don't matter if you're talking about Oscar Robertson, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
But
Bro,
that's what I'm
they've
like.
all
If
changed
if
teams,
they
bro.
if they make the movie, it doesn't make him any closer to a title. Like it will just be lateral for him. It would be a great move for the Warriors, though.
It'd be a great move for Charlotte.
It'll be a
Yeah,
great move for
great move for
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Not just for Steph getting closer to his like ideal goal. It just wouldn't do anything for him, but the off the court stuff, sure.
What do you mean? He could rebuild that team. If you think about it, he's in Charlotte.
He's 35, man. Like
I understand that, but people are still going to want to play with Steph. It's like you're telling me that people don't want to
I
play with
agree.
KD. People don't want to play
I
with.
think they'll still want to play with Steph.
Yeah, they're still going to want to play with Steph, especially younger guys coming up that idolized him. That he could get a lot of good young players to come in. He can mentor them and then give them a good system to where Charlotte can actually make a good run in the playoffs and actually be that step forward like he was. He may not win a ring, but he'll be just as impactful as he was with Golden State.
it's dependent on the infrastructure, the coach, who's the coach. To me, like
Look,
all that other
if
stuff.
the same way if LeBron James came to the Knicks, you would give him full reign. That's what you do with Charlotte if Steph were to go. You'd be like, yo, here you go, full reign. Tell us what we need to do to keep us relevant and what we need. Because if they get Steph with what Unc just said with the ticket sales about how they boost for visitors, their in-house is gonna go up. And then if they actually are winning with Steph, everyone's gonna be, oh, we got a new Splash Brother. We're doing good without the other half of the Splash Brothers, like a whole new
Right.
concept, and they can make money off of it. So yeah, it's perfect for Steph.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if I'm Charlotte, bro, I'm doing it. But here's one. Here's one I have for y'all. I think it's gonna be a challenge for y'all to accept it in your mind. But I think would push the Celtics into a dynasty.
Don't do
Would
it,
would you
please.
consider trading Jason Tatum to OKC for SGA and Chet?
You're
Yeah,
breaking my heart.
but they wouldn't do.
You're
Who
breaking my heart.
OKC? OKC
Yeah,
wouldn't do it because Jason
okay.
Tatum's not enough.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah,
no.
that's the only thing. But if that actually were to go through,
Oh yeah,
Porzingis and Chet, are you
oh yeah.
serious
I
right
do it
now?
without
That's like the new age freaking Twin Towers or freaking the Wallace brothers in Detroit. That's crazy. Both of them can shoot the three. Both of them can go in and create. Yo,
A
and you have
backcourt of Drew
SGA,
Holiday and SGA
and
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 Derek
you got
White
the
coming off the
defense
bench,
with
and then you
what?
have Brown at the 3,
They
Shed at
would
the 4,
win.
Porzingis at the 5,
They would win 4 championships in a
and
row with
all
that
that
team
all
if
that
they're all
stuff that Al
healthy.
Horford does at a
Yup.
baseline,
And then you
Chet
have Al
does that
Horford.
at a premium level.
You have Al Horford rotating between those two, between the benches to where they can rest, as opposed to him starting and he's just being this. Oh no, no,
So
that's
if you're
four
OKC, you
championships.
wouldn't do it. What would be the hold up? Chet is Chet the hold up?
Yeah, Chad, because he just started playing well. He's still considered a rookie in the NBA's eyes, so it would be Chet for me. But if that did happen, Boston would win 4 championships in a row in my eyes because they're already doing good with what they got. But you're taking a guy like SGA and Chet. I don't care what anybody says. Even though Tatum's talent is good enough to get you guys in the playoffs for 6 years, SGA I think is on the same skill set as Tatum. But then you got a guy in Chet who can cover for in case Porzingis needs a day off, and you still got Al Horford to back him up as well. Like that lineup is scary, and they're gonna shoot the long ball more. Nah, that's
So is SGA and Jason Tatum equal value?
to me yes. I think this the only thing that's holding them back is team productivity because where Jason Tatum has a Brown SGA had to basically build with Chris Paul, build with through other players before he actually became what he is now. So for me, I think he has a greater value because he never really had a consistent role player like Brown with him all the time.
Right.
My bad. My bad. I stepped away for a second. If
We
you
talking about your boy and you stepped away. We praising SGA. What you doing, bro?
I mean, we all know how great SGA
Yeah.
is.
I think
There you
it,
go.
I'm going to say this is going to sound crazy, right? But I think SGA is a better player than Jason Tatum.
Oh,
I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I say the only reason, to tell you the truth, the only reason
Yeah.
why Tatum is better is like I said earlier. The only reason why Tatum is better is because of team productivity. Because if you look at how SGA has been playing the last 2 years, he has been playing at an elite level, but his team has not been winning.
But Jason Tatum is definitely a key part of the reason why they
He's a
are winning.
great player
Oh
now.
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no.
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get okay. Give SGA a player like Brown.
I mean, they went to the finals with him as the number one guy.
They would be in the
Yeah.
finals like 3, 4 years in a row if you give a guy like Brown's talent to match SGA. They're running it. They'll be better than Boston.
Well, they're trying to turn Jalen Williams
Okay, the
into
problem with
Jalen
Jalen
Brown.
Williams, I like Jalen Williams. I thought he should have won Rookie of the Year, and everybody
We
thought I was
should have
crazy.
drafted him, Freezy. That's
Yeah,
what
we
we should
should
have
have.
drafted.
We should have because
But
he'll
we
be a
don't
better
do
What
athletic
a
wings. We don't do
athlete?
a
that.
No,
wing.
we ain't after no athlete, bro.
Yeah, we ain't no wing athlete that could
They
shoot
got
and
they
play
like
defense.
they are like yo, they are like the Knicks are like you do it one time and you never. We drafted Obed, it didn't work.
Only reason we drafted Obi is because the nepotism, but whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we have to pick somebody, so we're just gonna pick him. Throwing
Yeah.
darts at a blank dartboard.
No. It was intentional. They picked him. It was Leon
Nah.
Rose's. Leon Rose's son is his agent.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But nah,
Yeah.
man, Brooke. Yeah, but like I said, if you give SGA, even now, I think they're on the same skill set, and the only difference is team productivity behind how they play. Because Tatum's been in the playoffs every year since he's been with Boston, as
Right.
opposed to SGA only being in one playing with OKC, even though he's only been there for 2 years, I think, or is it 3?
No. He's been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, I know, but he's been in the playoffs once. That's what I'm saying in 3 years, as opposed to Tatum. All 6 years he's been in the league, he's been in the playoffs, and he
Okay.
even made finals appearance as well. So that's what I'm saying.
You
Like
got to
that's the
talk
only
about
difference is
markets
the
too.
team.
Market is the market.
Yeah, yeah. So, but like if SGA was in Boston instead of Tatum, oh, they would have won a championship by now.
I think so too.
Because also his durability and how SJ is at the closing of games. I have never really not seen SGA be involved in the closing of games. I've
Yeah,
seen Tatum do it.
SGA. This is SGA's 5th season with OKC.
My fault.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, he's been there for a minute,
Yeah,
bro.
he been there for a minute. I guess I haven't been noticing him since the last 3 years. So I mean, since Chris Paul was there.
You
So
go
yeah,
under the radar over there
yeah, yeah. That's what
because
I'm saying. So if
and
he was,
they tank too.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
They
saying
benched him.
if he had Brown, if he had a Brown, OKC would have been in the what? They would be like how they were with KD, Westbrook, and Harden. They would be them all over again. They would be every year conference finals, just battling.
Well, it's about to start right now. So
yeah.
Nah,
I got
it
I got
depends
one.
on how Chet is.
I got one more thing I gotta ask y'all before I build this dream team on 2K. Right?
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and build me a dream team on 2K in a few minutes, right? But I got one more thing. If you are the Detroit Pistons, what do you do to end this losing streak?
fire the coach.
No, that's not fair, man. You can't. I hate that rule, man. You guys, honestly, to tell you the truth, just talk to your
Monty Williams
players.
is trash, man. He sucks.
Yes, everyone seems to say that. Like, of course he's trash. His team is losing, and regardless of what you think, before he been to Detroit, he was a successful coach. So
I
whether you
thought he
agree
was
with it,
trash before though. So even he could be a successful trash coach. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like you just mentioned the Warriors. They had Scotty Brooks. He was a trash coach.
yeah,
No, they didn't have Scotty Brooks.
Yeah, Scotty Brooks was the coach during that tenure with when they had the young KD.
No, you said the Warriors.
No. I said, I mean, the Thunder. But I
Okay.
mentioned the Thunder, but
Okay.
they had
Yeah.
Scottie
Okay.
Pippen,
Now we cook. Okay. Now we cooking. Okay.
and he sucked. So, like,
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah.
like, let's be real. Any team that he's had that didn't have Chris Paul on it sucked.
Pretty much.
Mm.
You could date that back all the way to when the Pelicans were in Oklahoma City, the Hornets, the Oklahoma City Hornets.
Right. You remember that? Yeah.
Mm.
There's
The
some nice
Oklahoma
jerseys.
City / New Orleans. So you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They was the slash team, bro. They rep 2 cities, bro.
Yeah, and it was on the home court too.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. What was that? 2011? Was that 2011? Where they?
I
Yeah,
believe
that was
so.
weird, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that
believe
was.
so.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this about the Pistons. They gotta. If I'm them, and I'm watching Cade Cunningham cry when he leave the floor, bro. I mean, yo, they losing. They legit lost to Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets, bro, in a random game in December, and your best player is crying on the floor in front of the cameras, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you got to do something,
But what?
right? And the something in my mind, huh?
I said, but what?
My bad. Oh, okay. I'm not for sure because they have holes everywhere, right?
Man.
Like their pick and roll offense is atrocious because they don't have shooters to stop the paint from being packed. Because ideally, you would like a Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren pick and roll together, right? That's ideal. Because Cade's not super athletic, but he creates space well, right? And Jalen Duren is a monster finishing around the rim. The only thing about it is when Bogey is not shooting, they put like 14 people in the paint. You know what I'm saying? And so if
It's just everything is clunky and not conducive to winning, and the roster is put together kind of funny.
right, and when you watch Detroit basketball, bro, every time they could go on a rhythm, like they can have 5 guys that work together, right? But as soon as you sub one of those guys out, the whole thing is Jenga.
And
As soon as you
to
sub
be
out
fair,
one of the guys,
and that Monty goes full line shifts too. Like he takes out. He be putting in Kevin Knox and James Wiseman, and I'm sorry that they're just not NBA players right now.
no, but that's not his fault though.
It's the GM that put them on the team to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing about it is you don't want to and I think James Wiseman is improving though. I think by the end of this year I think James Wiseman is going to be a legitimate NBA player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star. What I'm saying is he's going to be worth his
Serviceable
minutes.
rotational big.
Yeah, he going to be worth his check. Well, no, he won't be worth his check, but he'll be at least an NBA player. Right? But the thing is you got to trade Beef Stew. Right? But Beef Stew brings you toughness. Right? Beef Stew is in theory Montrezl Harrell. That's what he is. He's a tough guy that's not a great defender. Right? And it's not his fault because at 6'8", they're asking him to play center.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But he brings that mental toughness to the table, and he's a team leader.
Yeah.
Right. So if I'm Detroit, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, I think I may have to consider trading Amen Thompson.
Ooh,
I mean, Asar Thompson. I'm sorry, Asar Thompson.
I understand that, but they might regret that
Yeah, I have to package him and Jaden Ivey together
because he can't shoot. Both of them can't shoot.
Yeah, and Ivy has terrible shot selection, and the other dude mechanically looks like one of those cannons from the Middle Ages.
Oh my God, he just flinging it at the rim.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound crazy, but if I'm Detroit, I'm considering RJ Barrett. If I'm Detroit, right? Ideally, you would want a 6'10", 3-and-D wing that can dribble, pass, and shoot and lock that. But how many teams are going to give up that player?
And not everyone has Jason Tatum.
Right, 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 right. And so, what free agent is going to consider going to Detroit in free agency? Nobody.
You got to get guys locked in the contracts or guys you draft.
So you're saying Ivy and Cade for RJ?
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
He didn't say Katie said Osar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw
No. I said them separately. I said them in two different things. I
Okay.
said Detroit should consider packaging Thompson and Ivy, and then I also said Detroit should consider RJ Barrett.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Right. So yeah, I said them separately. I don't think the Knicks do that deal anyway. Right. Because like what Dre said, the athleticism thing is problematic for Tom Thibodeau. Right. But if you're Detroit, if you're Detroit, I'm considering I got everything on the board. I got Zion. I'm like, yo, listen, I might even, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm looking at Anthony Simons. Right. I got everybody on the board, bro. I got Scoot Henderson up there. I'm looking at Scoot too.
Yeah, Scoot had 12 assists last night.
Yeah, man. If I'm Detroit, I can't let because what's happening, Dre. I don't know if you remember this. Maybe both of y'all do. Maybe you don't. But what's happening is they're turning Cade Cunningham into Kwame Brown right in front of our eyes. Right.
Oh.
And so while we look back at the total picture of Kwame Brown, he's a bust, man. He was trash. Nah, man, that man was showing flashes early on, and they were so bad that they just ruined the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Benching him when he was hot. Yep. He'd get hot, they bench
Jordan
him.
was working that man out full sweat before the game, not understanding that he's a big and you can't do that.
Yep.
You gotta rest your bigs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't have. They like, man, he a lazy big man. No, bro, you have to. Bro, you can't drive your Ferraris down a dirt road, bro. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things. It's one of them things where if I'm Detroit, I'm considering trading everybody and they mama in order to save Cade, right? And not that I dislike Asar Thompson. Y'all know I love him. I like him a lot. I also like Jaden Ivey a lot. But man, when you start Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham side by side, bro, and you got Asar Thompson, so you have 3 non-shooters plus your bigs. What you doing out here, bro?
You playing 1992 basketball.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You out here looking like it's 1984, bro. They trying to dribble pull up from 8 feet. That don't exist no more, bro.
You mean the Josh Hart special?
The Josh Hart special, yeah.
Oh, God. The new ham sandwich. What? Okay, so what type of sandwich is Hart? If Grimes is a ham sandwich, what is Hart?
Turkey and cheese.
Artichoke.
Wow.
Artichoke dip. Josh Hart's artichoke dip, bro.
Wow, that's even worse than turkey.
Yeah.
I call them a turkey and cheese. Freezie went for the gusto.
Yeah. With them stale things you dip it with. What's the
tortillas? Totitos.
The one that been sitting on the table. You're like, man, I don't want them. They've already been sitting on the table. I don't want them.
They've been out the bag for 4 days. What you mean they fresh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So if I'm Detroit, bro, I have to strongly consider one of two things. Do we want to win right now, or do we want to continue down this path? Right. And if I'm Troy Weaver, and I know people are calling for my job, I'm like, okay, if this is what y'all want, then we'll trade Cade, we'll trade Thompson. What we'll do is do a semi-Houston Rockets thing. Because the Houston Rockets and the Detroit Pistons, in theory, did the same thing, except Detroit couldn't get veterans to come there. They couldn't get a veteran point guard and a veteran wing player, right? If Detroit would have got, say, Bruce Brown and a veteran point guard. They said they got Chris Paul and Bruce Brown. Detroit wouldn't be losing as bad as they're losing right now.
They wouldn't be losing as bad at all.
Yeah.
500 team probably just off.
Yeah. Just off of that. Just off of that. If I'm Detroit, to be honest, I'm looking at trading Bogdanovich for Chris Paul. Why not? I mean, why not? The only reason why they re-signed him is because he's a trade asset. They didn't re-sign him because he's the future. They re-signed him thinking that the Knicks were going to give them the kit and caboodle for him. Yeah, the Knicks ain't giving up that. Yeah. But who knows? Leon Rose still might do that though.
Oh my God. Well, he's not that athletic, so he might.
Yeah. But why would you trade for Bogdanovich when you have Evan Fournier?
Exactly.
Well, hey guys, that's all I have, man. I'm gonna clip part of this and put it on the Check Ball podcast. I'll probably do that later on today.
Like and subscribe to it.
Yeah, man. Y'all like and subscribe to it. Guys. I gotta go in here and trade. I gotta go in here and trade for Jason Tatum and SGA on 2K.
Go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah,
not to Boston.
Who else?
Not to Boston.
I need a 5 because I'm gonna keep Randall, right? I need a 5. I don't know what 5 to trade for though.
Make sure he can shoot.
Damn.
Yeah. I was thinking about Chet so I can get out and run.
Oh my God!
Have y'all played with Vic? Have y'all played with Vic on 2K yet?
Nah,
I haven't. His body doesn't fit the parameters of the video game. It doesn't make sense.
So it looks weird, right? Him and Porzingis, they look weird.
Yeah, exactly.
So I might have to just trade for Porzingis, man.
Oh God. We should have traded for him.
Chris Porzingis, the unicorn. I miss you, bro. Come back to New York.
Come back.
You know he wanted to come back. You get every time he talks about New York, something like he regrets it.
Oh man, I don't care. Give me like 2 of his last years with us. We drafted him. I want him back.
Yeah, is he gonna be like? Is RJ Barrett going down this road of like a Porzingis?
Yep.
Or are we gonna trade a top 5 pick? And get some sucker to give us like 2 firsts and a bunch of randoms.
I wish RJ was worth 2 firsts. I don't know if he's worth 2 firsts right now. Remember Kristaps went down and he was an all-star. Like he was a bona fide all-star. He made the all-star team. And then in the year he got hurt.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think RJ's only thing is spacing. I think if you put him on a team where he's got lanes to drive to the rim. RJ, for instance, RJ Barrett in Indiana.
Yep. And y'all forget left hand.
RJ Barrett in Indiana is
what a pass first.
Left hand.
Yeah, and guys that can shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be going to the free throw line more because they're gonna expose those driving lanes for him. Where he's going to be way more aggressive.
He's actually what they need. Shots. He's actually what they need, bro. In the half court, a dude that can just get to the rim.
The second he gets the ball at the half court, he's going right there. And they don't even got to worry about him. And if he misses the shot, it's most likely a foul.
And I would take 2 first-round picks and Isaiah Jackson for him, for RJ. And I don't want to trade RJ, but if my hand is forced, that's what I'll say. I wouldn't even ask them for Ben Mathurin, so Tips can put him on the bench and hide him like Cam Reddish. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. And also subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know if we're gonna do anything at 9 o'clock because it's 5 o'clock right now.
Oh damn. 5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be? Outside on the corner.
Yeah, man.
We got work to do.
Yeah, we got work to do, man. So I'm gonna get out of here. And before I go, ladies and gentlemen, dinosaurs never existed. Stop this charade.
They died. They were our pets and died en route to our planet. That's what happened.
Dinosaurs never existed. Bro, I can legit talk to my dog right now and be like, I can tell Benny to get the leash and he will get the leash and wait by the door that I take him outside. And you telling me dinosaurs that evolved over millions of years No, I know. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.